Start fast. They're going to be on defense here, so we'll see if the defense can make a play or force a 3-and-out and get that offense on the field with all their playmakers that they have on the offense and start quick.
So that's key to the game. UT will get the ball first, so we're going to see their 3-year quarterback. And he goes by the name of Matthew Kelly. Threw for nearly 1,200 yards last year, 9 passing touchdowns. And a guy that I know had at least 1 touchdown, maybe 2 against LP. And that was receiver Corey Randall is a 3-year starter. So whether it's Caleb Kennedy, Mike, Noah Zebron, somebody in that secondary.
Yeah, Mikey Hartman's going to be back there too. So
we'll see how LP handles Randall. He's going to be the name we're going to be hearing quite a bit from the United Township Panthers, I suspect.
Yeah, I would think so. Both 3-year starters, as you said. So they've got quite a connection going together with those 2 players.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to hear from LP head coach Jose Medina. And again, tonight's coach's interview brought to you by LaSalle Body and Fender. You're listening to the GAF pregame show. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter from the Soul Bowl in East Moline. Cavalier football coming up in minutes.
See, it looks like those 2 rooms on the other side of the press box are empty over there.
I know. Oh, all right, doing the anthem. Well, I'm glad the coaches went ahead and moved, and they're just right over there. It's easier for everybody, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I never did go pee, though.
What blue?
Ready to go, and our sponsor of the coaches interview, LaSalle Body and Fender. We're about ready for the opening kickoff. Tonight's opening kickoff brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank. Eureka is proud to be a part of this community, helping people just like you since 1885, and still the best place to borrow, the best place to save, Eureka Savings Bank. Again, the Cavaliers lost the opening coin toss, brought to you by Hometown National Bank, and UT chose to receive. And the Panthers will be going, I guess, left to right in the old radio dial, Mike.
Yep, and numbers 1, Corey Randall, and number 6, Isaiah Navarrete are deep. Hopefully, Seth Adams kicks it right into the end zone for a touchback.
This is the wind's going to hold it up around the 1 yard line.
Oh, he was right on the edge.
His back foot touched the end zone, and the returner is out to about the 29-yard line. Tackle for LP made by Adrian Arzola. But, yeah, Seth missed the touchback by probably a half a yard.
Half a yard. And the Cavaliers have had some problems on special teams over the years. So even though it wasn't a touchback, at least they got them within the 30-yard line. So hopefully we'll watch that tonight and see how the Cavs do.
All right, our first look at this LP defense. Again, some big names gone from last year, but some big names returning like Medina, Beavers, and Nolan Glenn. So here we go. UT, wow, with a empty backfield, 5 receivers. 3-year starting quarterback for the Panthers. He's going to step back, drop, throw, 2 steps, and he has a man out in the flat 35 up to the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds, and that was Aiden Byquist. Just a quick hit to Byquist, and he was pushed out of bounds short of the UT 40. They're going to actually mark him back.
Yeah, he's at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, gain of still 9.
Yep.
2nd down and 1. So UT comes out throwing Matthew Kelly with the empty backfield. Now he's got two backs.
We're back to a normal set here with two running backs.
Yep. So UT showing two different, vastly different looks on their first two plays from the line of scrimmage. They hand it off.
Oh, watch the high tackle.
Brings down the ball carrier in the backfield. The ball carrier was Caden Johansson. And Boudreaux was there. And then helping Brendan with that tackle was Andres Medina.
Minus 4 yards on that play.
Great pursuit by the Cavaliers on the ball carrier for UT. Johansson, he wears number 1, a junior. Boudreaux came up from his safety spot, and Medina from his outside linebacker spot tracked him down. So 3rd down and 5 for UT. Kelly in the shotgun. LP shows blitz. They back off.
Do a quarterback sneak here.
Tucks it under. He spins inside. It's going to be close.
I don't know. It's going to be right on the line there, so we'll see if he got that 5 yards.
Boudreaux and Medina were there again for LP. He evaded a couple tacklers behind the line. It's going to be 4th and inches. And already an early interesting call.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be punting here.
For UT and head coach Nick Welch. So as Mike said, they're going to come out with their offense, and LP's got to stay at home here and hopefully
don't hop out of offsides.
With a hard count by Kelly. A very experienced quarterback for East Moline. 4th and inch is a big play early on. And UT is going to call timeout. Coach Welch for UT kind of talking to his quarterback. I think there was a little miscommunication there.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get the right call here at 4th and short. Obviously, we wouldn't mind if there was a mistake, whatnot, but I'm sure the coaches over on that side do not want any errors.
Some other games we're following tonight in the Interstate 8/Kiswaukee River. Ottawa's at Plano. Canelan home to Washington. That's a big-time matchup. Washington's always a good program. A rivalry matchup with Morris at Coal City. That's a big-time Grundy County rivalry. Okay. And speaking of rivalries, doesn't get much bigger than this. DeKalb and Sycamore in their annual game at Husky Stadium. Yeah,
that's going to be a big crowd at Northern Illinois University field there, so it'll be interesting to see how that one goes.
Rochelle's at Woodstock, and then tomorrow Woodstock North hosts Johnsburg. So there's already some crossover games, including Ottawa and Plano tonight.
Right, on the first week. That's interesting.
And we'll see Plano pretty quick. So after the timeout, UT comes back out. Looks like they're going to go for it again. 4th and inches at their own 37-yard line. We're about a minute and a half into this one. First possession of the game. Kelly in the shotgun. He is going to hand it off.
Oh, he's hit the backfield.
Medina
Number 54, Andres Medina.
Yep. He stopped his forward momentum. Andres never brought him down fully.
Nope.
But the whistle blows. The ball carrier stopped for a loss. The ball carrier was Isaiah Navarrete. And another TFL for the coach's son, Medina. He was fantastic, got better and better, Mike, last year as a sophomore. He's going to be a handful
every night. Yeah, he really
night.
matured as the season went, and he's just going to get better and stronger as the season goes and into next year. So great play by Andres for the Cavalier defense, and now their offense gets their chance.
The Cavalier, we're going to tell you about the uniform description. Family Pride is sponsors of our uniform description tonight. The Cavalier uniform description brought to you by Family Pride Cleaners in Peru. Proud LP alum, Family Pride Cleaners takes pride in their work just like the Cavaliers. Follow Family Pride Cleaners on Facebook today. LP in their traditional road whites with the green numbers, green pants, green helmets, and United Township, for as long as I can remember, the orange and black.
Yep.
Orange shirts, black helmets, white numbers for the Panthers. So here we go, the new look LP offense. Boudreaux will start in the shotgun with Brady Romanoli in the backfield. Boudreaux hands it off to Romanoli.
Motion, Romanoli gets all the way down to, it looks like the 26-yard line.
Dives forward as Brady. The market, just outside the 25 of UT. A nice first down carry by Brady Romanoli, who will probably be the new workhorse for the Cavaliers this year. He got quite a bit of action last year, and Coach Medina was putting it lightly and saying Brady is just a ball of muscle.
Ball of muscle, yeah. He's not a real tall kid, but he is tremendously strong.
In motion, And getting the pitch is Zebron on the end around, and Noah turns it upfield. He's got enough for the first down. And they'll move the chains.
5-yard gain for Noah on the outside. Once he got the ball, he got to the outside, far side of the field, and he had plenty of room to run.
Noah, of course, got a lot of time at quarterback last year on the sophomore level. He's starting out here as a wide receiver now for the Cavs. The two wideouts are Caleb Kennedy and Noah Zebron. Boudreaux out from under center. Romanoli in the backfield. Brendan will hand it back to Romanoli. Breaks the first tackle and gets maybe a yard. That's it.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play by the United Township defensive line. Short gain for Brady.
2nd down and 9 coming up for the Cavaliers. And Josh Seneca is out there as a tight end. I think everybody's waiting how long it'll take for him to make an impact. Probably not too long.
Yeah, obviously Josh is a big kid, 6'5", 181, very strong, and can jump through the roof. So we'll see if that comes into play as they get closer to the end zone.
And he is lined up as tight end.
Ooh, late substitution here.
Yeah, for UT. They might have to take a timeout because of it. Let's see.
Officials blowing the whistle.
Yep. There's an injury. There's a player hobbling off the field for the Panthers.
There's no play clock at this field, I believe. I can't see, so.
Great stadium, though, and we'll talk about it at halftime. Very historic stadium. The Soul Bowl, Soul with an E. Boudreaux in the shotgun. Brennan, another handoff to Romanoli, and 2 or 3 Panthers had a hold of Brady's jersey from behind. Brady was able to squeak past the 20, but not much further than that.
No, yeah,
give him a yard.
The defense got into the backfield almost immediately and was chasing Romanoli from the back and grabbed his jersey, like you said, and short gain, he was able to go positive. So 3rd and long here for the Cavs.
That does put LP in the red zone, the Quickie Subs red zone. Get in the zone, the Quickie Subs zone, locally owned and family operated in downtown LaSalle. Stop by Quickie Subs or have it delivered. See more on Quickie Subs Facebook page. Find out why Quickies is America's favorite subs. Back to passes, Boudreaux. Throwing on the flat. Seneca does not make the catch, but there's a flag anyway, and I think he's going to say a false start.
Yeah, I think one of the wideouts on the opposite side of the field took off a little early, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty unless they decline.
They will, and then
could.
We'll see Seth Adams try a field goal here.
Well, that was going to be one of the weapons for the Cavaliers this year, Seth Adams. I know he was warming up from further than 40 yards, kicking field goals in pregame, so he definitely has the leg to do this.
So they will decline that penalty, and it'll go as an incomplete pass. The first attempted pass at Seneca. This will be a 36-yard field goal for Seth Adams, and it'll be right down the middle. Good. Mikey Hartman is the holder, and he literally is right between the hash marks, right in the middle.
Yeah,
so
you can't be any more in the middle there.
No. So a 36-yard field goal attempt for Seth Adams. Snap is a little high. Hartman brings it down. Adams with the kick. Plenty of distance, and it is plenty good. So our first score of the game for the Cavaliers, a 36-yard field goal from Seth Adams. What a weapon he is going to be all season long for the Cavaliers. The thing about that is, Mike, next time UT may not take that penalty. They may just push LP back knowing that they are that good of a kicker.
Yep, they gave the Cavaliers some really good field position, obviously getting a lost play with Medina, but I think they might think twice.
So LP gets on the board first this season with a 36-yard field goal by Seth Adams. I'm sure Coach Medina and the Cavaliers would tell you they would have loved to come away with 6 as they started that drive well into UT territory. But you'll take points any way you can get them.
Yep.
And the Cavaliers come away with 3 to get on the board first over the United Township Panthers.
Yeah, it's always good on the first drive of the season to score points.
Yes. On the road, too, it always seems like it helps to get on the board first. Baseball is another sport where if you can get on that board first. Basketball, there's enough points, I guess it really doesn't matter too much.
Not really, no.
So here we go. Let's see if Seth can get the touchback this time. He was about a half yard away from a touchback to open this game. We're about 4 minutes in here at the Soul Bowl. 3-0 is the score, LP, with the lead over United Township. Again, the Cavaliers won last year 31-21. And you look at this tough schedule, and we'll talk more about it. You know, you see UT team that was 1-8 last year. This is one of those you don't want to be looking back on and saying, man, we needed to win that game.
Yep, there goes the touchback.
So first of what we expect to be many touchbacks on the season for Seth Adams, who is putting on a show so far for this crowd in East Moline with a 36-yard field goal and now a touchback.
And we know in high school rules, obviously it goes into the end zone.
Yeah.
It's an automatic touchback, so the players don't even have an option to take it out, so for safety reasons.
And I know the kickoffs are evolving already as it is, obviously for good reason with player safety. And you almost wonder, will there come a time where they just, I'm not saying to do it, but just if they just give the ball, team starts at the 30 or 25 every time.
Yeah, I know they were talking about, I don't know if it's the UFL or XFL, however they do it. Yeah. They kind of start from the 20 and they punt it. Okay. So I don't know how that would help, but but yeah, they're definitely looking at changing rules as safety, becomes more paramount.
We got a lengthy break here.
A TV timeout.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they will put in some, extra timeouts just because it's so hot.
Oh, sure, they could do
maybe water breaks or something.
Break, yep.
Yeah, so I wouldn't doubt it that they'll do that throughout tonight's game.
I think I remember seeing that last year.
Some of the early games, yeah. As Mike takes a water break. Mm-hmm. My water, is it still a little bit cold?
It's definitely not cold. As we sit in probably a 5x8 wooden box with two small windows and a fan that's blowing hot air around. So
well, yeah, and we already got hot air blowing around with me and you talking up here. So
definitely true.
It's definitely blowing my hot air. I'm the closest to the fan. Do you want me to move it, by the way?
No, we're good.
Okay, all right. Kelly is throwing
to Kelly
out to the 30 to 32-yard line, so he completes the pass.
Looks like to number 4, Cohen Parsons with the reception.
Gage Swiskowski, another returning defensive player for the Cavs, made the tackle, but the Panthers get a first down out to the 31-yard line. So a couple short completions for UT so far. Short in that it was just a real quick out for Kelly. High percentage passes, if you will. He's got 3 receivers on this set, one back to his left. First and 10 for UT, and they hand it off. Nope. Kelly keeps it.
Yeah, I think he kept it.
And breaks a few tackles, spins ahead. He is definitely elusive. He fooled me out at first. Thankfully, he didn't fool all the Cavalier defenders.
No, he really only gained maybe a yard, maybe not even, maybe up. Yeah, but gave him 1.5 yards there. So
Hartman with the pursuit, Nolan Glenn, Danny Beavers as well.
Yeah, good play by the Cavaliers defense because it looked like a handoff from up here.
2 yards for their quarterback. Now they'll spread it back out again. 3 receivers set. Again, we're waiting to hear their top receiver, Corey Randall, number 1. And Boudreau is on him right now for the LP Cavaliers. Kelly looking. He's looking Randall's way.
Randall's way.
He's in the backfield looking. Pocket
Randall's coming back. Oh, nice play by the defensive back.
Boudreau.
Oh, Boudreau with the pass deflection. You could see the pass coming right to number 1, and Boudreau with a great play on defense.
Yeah, Kelly was scrambling, and a great job by the LP secondary. He finally had to throw it, and Boudreau read it all the way. As Mike mentioned, Randall had to come back for it and actually stop. And in that time, having to wait for the ball to get there, Boudreau got to Randall and smacked it away at perfect timing.
Yep.
And it's 3rd and 8 now for UT.
Another big play for the defense. Let's see what the Cavs can do here.
3rd and 8. And Kelly straight drop back. He throws it to the backfield.
Pass.
And there's a tackle made from behind, well short of the first down. Looked like Nolan Glenn made that tackle for the Cavaliers. Yeah, they put a little dump out pass to the running back, as Mike mentioned, a screen. And making the catch for the Panthers was number 5, Carlitos Manso. But Glenn tackled him really only for a couple yard gain.
Looked like 4-yard gain, so 4th and along 6 or 7, so they're going to punt the ball.
Romanoli back for the Cavaliers inside his own 30. So our first look at the UT punter here.
Just spurred in the center of the formation for the Cavaliers in case of a short punt here.
Yep. He's the backup quarterback for the Cavs.
Yep.
Snap is good for UT. They get the punt off.
That does not look like it's going to be returnable.
Nope. Off the side of his foot. Does take a Panther bounce.
Get away, get away.
And it'll go down to the LP 38 as the Cavalier coaches, a couple of the Cavalier players were a little too close for comfort to the football.
Yeah, you never know. Another crazy bounce, and it's going to hit a Cavalier player. So coaches were definitely adamant to get the players off the field.
But a second drive that'll be very good starting field position for the Cavs. Not quite as good as the first drive, but they're going to start it at the 39-yard line here. 1st and 10 for LP.
6:43 left in the first quarter.
It's been, with the incomplete passes and a longer timeout, it's been a pretty long quarter so far. As East Moline ran the ball a few times and found no luck. That would be big if LP can make UT one-dimensional on offense. Now,
right.
UT does like to pass, but, I mean, you have to come up with some kind of an even split or close to an even split, and they've not been able to get any. Their best runs have been the quarterback keepers from Kelly. So we'll see if the LP offense can move the ball a little bit. Their first drive stalled, and they had to settle for a field goal.
Romanoli in the backfield again.
Zebron and Kennedy are the wide receivers.
Mason Pangrasic in motion. Oh, looks like a false start again. Yep, that's the second false start for the Cavaliers.
So that'll move LP back 5 yards. Hopefully first game jitters there. Get that out of the system here in game 1. A new lineman coming in for LP. That's one of the returning linemen, Adam Lane. And checking out is Nolan Glenn.
A lot of these Cav players are playing both ways, so they're definitely going to have to rotate in order to keep the kids fresh.
1st and 15 for the Cavs. They're backed up at their own 34 now. Straight drop back by Boudreau. And Brennan's going to take off and run. He's at the 40. Puts his head down. Almost runs into Seneca, his own player. Boudreau with a nice gain on the keeper out to about the 43-yard line.
Looks like about 9-yard gain for Brendan.
Got the penalty yardage back and then some. He surveyed the field, didn't find anybody open, and Brendan, who got better and better as last season went along and running the ball.
He just got more, I think he got more confident.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Cavalier offensive line was doing, there is a penalty flag on the play.
Maybe a hold. I didn't see the flag.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yep, it's inside the 30.
It's definitely going against the Cavaliers.
So it must have been a hold.
Yeah, because it's in the backfield from where they were at the 34-yard line. So generally 10 yards up.
Yeah,
well, they're going from 10 yards from the.
Yeah, he pointed at the 34,
yep.
So that's where the penalty was. It wasn't where the flag was.
Nope.
Thankfully, because the flag was even further
back.
Correct,
yeah, that would have been another 6-7 yards back. So Cavaliers have it now on the 24, it appears.
1st and 25 now for LP. First down markers all the way near the 50. 3-0 Cavs. We're about halfway through the first quarter. Boudreau hands it off to Romanoli. Brady at the 30. Out to about the 35-yard line. Nice gain for Romanoli. Gets about 10 yards back. Yeah, out to the 35.
Yep. Yeah, he's a spark plug. He can put his head down and get some tough yards.
So now it'll be second down at about 14, maybe 15. So, again, got really the
that penalty yards back.
The holding yards back, yeah. But it's still second down and long. 2nd and 15 for the Cavs. Just inside their own 35-yard line. 3-0 LP in the first quarter.
Noah Zebron and Caleb Kennedy as the receivers.
Boudreau in the shotgun. Brennan's gonna tuck it and run.
Right up the middle.
And
good play by the linebacker.
Yeah, he spun down about the 40. Boy, if he could got by him, he had a lot of running room. You mentioned a good tackle by the UT linebacker. Boudreau was spun forward down to the 41-yard line, so he got 7 more yards. So LP will now have a 3rd and 8 at their own 41-yard line. So let's see if they go to the air.
Yeah, Cav offensive line just has to give them a little bit more time. I know they've tried that one pass to That was incomplete.
Oh, LP going to have to call a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. 4:57 to go in the first. LP with a big 3rd and 8 coming up after this on your home for LP Cavalier football, 103.9 WLPO. We are as Starved Rock local as it gets. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter back after the LP timeout. 3rd and 8. Boudreaux rolling left, looking to pass, and it's knocked down, incomplete.
Nope. It's incomplete.
Yeah. I don't blame him for running it. It was number 52, Peyton Birdsley, knocked the pass down on Brendan Boudreaux.
Yeah, even if they had replay, they would not call that a fumble. That was definitely an incomplete pass. So Boudreaux 0 for 2 so far in passes.
So Seth Adams will handle the punting for the Cavaliers here. Back deep for the United Township Panthers, Cohen Parsons. He'll stand at about his 30. UT's probably figuring.
Yeah, he's going to back up a little bit because I was seeing Seth kick warm-ups punting, and he was hammering him down there. So
Adams standing right at his 25.
Not the best snap. Oh, good kick.
Yeah, UT brought some heat, too. Caught at the 20, 25, 30, 35.
Man.
Knocked out of bounds at about the 37. LP coaching staff calling for a block in the back.
Yeah, there were 3 Cavaliers right at the in front of the runner there, but he got past him.
Yeah. So UT will have their 3rd possession of the evening, and they'll start with their best field position they've had so far at their own 39-yard line. Still 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 LP with the lead over the Panthers.
Yeah, very rarely do you see 3 possessions on for each team in the first quarter. So
offenses haven't done too much.
Nope. I think now it's like a rest period here. I think they're giving the players some a water break here. So
all right, we'll have more Phil tonight then.
Yep.
Last year, again, LP beat United Township 31-21. Next week, we'll be home, and it'll be a definite revenge game. That was one that really stuck in the craw, I think, of LP fans, was that Metamora game. Remember, 15 penalties maybe at least, personal foul penalties, and it was right there for the taking. It was a one-touchdown game.
Yeah, it was a definite game that LP should have won. And I know I was talking to a former player before the game started, and he's still feeling it from last year.
So I was right.
He knows. Yeah, he's a freshman at IV right now, so he definitely remembers that Metamora game. Even the last 2 years against Metamora, the Cavaliers should have probably won both of those games.
So that'll be fun. It's always fun. Metamora travels well, so LP's going to need a big turnout on their side next week as the Redbirds come up. From Route 89 up through Spring Valley over to Howard Fellows Stadium. So we're back after the timeout.
Yep.
3 flags fly. Do they have too many players on the field?
I don't know if there were 2 people moving at the same time.
3 of the officials threw flags. It's going to be the false start. That's the first penalty of the night on the home team. Yeah, I think false start.
Yep, false start. Okay.
And nice referee in that he gives the indication of both sides of the football field, home and away. That's generous. No, he's not mic'd up. Some referees I know come with microphones and everything. 1st and 15 now for the Panthers. Kelly, their quarterback, standing at his own 27-yard line, about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And Kelly hands it off.
Oh, that looks like number 5, Brevin Vogel, with the tackle. I think he got stopped near the line of scrimmage. Maybe we did get a couple yards after. So Brendan Vogel with the tackle.
Yeah, UT is finding it tough running the ball, at least for their running backs. He got a couple yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 12. And they're going to say he was tackled out of bounds, so the clock stops again. 4:35 to go in the first quarter. Oh, the clock is running now. I'm not sure why it stopped. 3 receivers for UT, 2 to the right of Kelly, 1 to his left. They have a tight end lined up as well in this formation.
Tight end in motion.
Yep. And Kelly will
another
keep
keeper.
it up the middle.
Ooh, big hit by number 6, Adrian Arzola, with a big hit, but good gain for the quarterback sneak there.
Yeah, he didn't bring Kelly down, but he stopped his forward progress. Big collision there. Actually, was that Hartman, number 5? Or Vogel, number 5, was there from the safety spot. So Vogel put a helmet on Kelly there. It's hard to tell the 5 and 6 with LP.
Yeah, the jerseys are kind of bunching up there.
Up, yeah. So here we go, a 3rd down play, 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. One would think they'll be looking for Randall. He split out to the right of Kelly. And
tight end's open here at the
Kelly
end.
throwing deep, and just overthrows the intended receiver.
Mikey Hartman with the coverage.
Seneca put a hard hit on the quarterback. The intended receiver was Parsons for UT. He got behind the Cavalier defender, but just overthrew it. Seneca, I think, made Kelly throw it before he wanted to. So a nice job by Josh putting pressure on, and UT's going to have their 2nd punt of the night. 3:22 to go in the first. 3-0 LP over the Panthers.
There's no, I was going to say, where's the Cavalier receiver, number 11? Caleb Kennedy is finally going back. Brennan Boudreau in the center.
It's a little different look for LP than the last punt return. This one's a little better punt for the Panthers. Watch out.
Watch it.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, good bounce.
Oh, huge bounce for UT. And it'll take a home team bounce, roll all the way down to the Cavalier 14-yard line.
Definitely the worst field position so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, let's see if we can have an early candidate for our drive of the game here, Mike. Go 86 yards.
Well, we've seen those over the years. So.
Yep. Neither offense has had any sustained drives. We're 9 minutes into this game, and they've been very quick drives. Penalties have been a problem, incomplete passes as well. UT's had, a couple first downs, maybe one?
Maybe one, but generally 2, 4, 3 and outs.
Yeah.
So Cavalier defense is doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Had a feeling LP's defense would be stingy. It usually is. I know last year they gave up just a little over 20 points a game.
I think Coach Medina was a defensive player back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So I think he really instills that toughness on the defensive side of the ball.
So another water break here as they're taking extra time in between possessions between the two teams. Now hop on the old X, I guess. It's no longer Twitter. And see if I can find some scores from around the area. 3-0 LP with the lead here over United Township. Ottawa at Plano. St. Bede is in action. That's a fun matchup. They're playing Tuscola at Illinois Wesleyan tonight. Wilmington and Seneca. That's a big battle.
Somebody unplugged him down there.
What's that?
He said somebody unplugged him from that camera.
And there's a handoff to Romanoli, and Brady tries to turn the corner, and he cannot do it. He is tracked down. And it's a tackle for a loss. That'll be second down. Let's see how big of about a yard loss. So I guess it could have been worse. I didn't.
It's still plugged in.
I'm not getting any power.
Here.
Out, it's plugged in now.
Are you this cord? Okay.
Okay. And there's a run by Romanoli, and again, nothing there. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and 10 for the Cavaliers. No gain. So both teams are finding it tough sledding running the ball tonight. UT, you would think, would have the advantage passing the ball. But Boudreaux's going to have to go to the air here unless they draw up maybe a quarterback draw or...
Yeah, that's always a possibility, but Boudreaux's a good runner.
Yep. Third and 10 for the Cavaliers. Clock down to a minute 30 here in the first quarter. Brennan inside his 5-yard line looking. He's under pressure.
Oh, he's got
That's Kennedy caught at the 45 inside the 50. Caleb Kennedy got behind the defender as Brendan Boudreaux was getting hit. He threw it up, and Kennedy made the catch right at midfield. And he's tackled down at the UT 46-yard line.
39-yard reception by Kennedy. And he was, like you said, he got right behind the defender, and he had nothing but green grass in front of him.
What a throw by Boudreaux under duress, and what a catch by Caleb Kennedy having the patience and the speed. 4 receivers now for LP. You heard Coach Medina say speed quite a few times in the interview. LP's going to rely on some speedy receivers, and we saw it there. Another penalty. Who we got? Is it a false start?
I think number 22 was going forward before the ball was hiked, so illegal procedure, false start type stuff. Yep.
So 5-yard walk-off again for the Cavaliers. So first and 15 for the Cavaliers as they'll move back on their side of the field now at their own 49. First and 15 for LP. The first down marker at the Panther 36. Boudreaux back in the shotgun, hands it off to Romanoli. Brady's got some blockers. 45, turns it inside.
Oh, Romanoli's going to be going.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
Oh,
Brady Romanoli, 51 yards to the house. He turned the corner, and it was just a matter of him being able to outrun the final UT Panther defender, and Romanoli was able to do that 51 yards on the carry.
Yeah, that United Township defender was getting closer and closer and got him, but he was already in the end zone. So great run by Brady Romanoli.
And that Cavalier touchdown brought to you by Town & Country Services, doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com. A 51-yard touchdown run by Brady Romanoli. Here's Seth Adams with the PAT attempt. It is up, and it is good.
Yes.
That extra point sponsored by Financial Plus Credit Union. They belong to you, and that's the plus at Financial Plus in Peru, Ottawa, Mendota, Morris, and Diamond. So after a 5-yard penalty, the Cavaliers handed off to Brady Romanoli, and Brady had some blocking, got around the corner, and he was off to the races. 51 yards for the Cavaliers senior.
Yeah, they were not looking good those first 2 plays. They lost a yard, then a 0-yard gain, and then passed to Kennedy for 39, and then that run for 51. So a quick 90 yards after those 2 first plays. So great execution by the offense for the Cavaliers.
You know, and the opposing teams are going to open up the programs and see Romanoli listed at 5'5", 155. And there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be mistaken to underestimate him. Well, obviously the secret is going to be out, or there's going to be no secret because there's films of these games. But Romanoli turned on the Jets once he got past the line, and they had bottled Brady up pretty well up until that run. So nice job, too, up front by the LP Cavalier offensive line. As we'll look for some score updates. Brought to you by Subway this year. Subway Scoreboard Update, long-time sponsor of our scoreboard update. Ottawa's in Plano. Mendoza's at Morrison tonight. Princeton will be kicking off in a few moments over on 99.3 WAJK against Monmouth Roseville. Adams booms another one.
In the end zone there.
So another touchback for
There's some extracurriculars there on the field.
No flags. They let it go.
Wow.
I saw the aftermath. There was a Cavalier player on his behind on the field.
Yeah, number 44, Evan Santil, the tight end linebacker, was on top of the Cavalier player, but referee was talking to him a little bit, and all's good.
Let him play, I guess, at least for now.
39 seconds left in the first quarter.
It's been a pretty long quarter. This game started around 7:15, and we're coming up to 8 o'clock. This is not, UT is definitely not a team where they're going to run the ball a lot, so you'll have some incomplete passes. And, of course, we are taking some longer water breaks, as it is a hot one. Let's see if LP's defense can come up with their first turnover of the season here, as they got UT pinned back at their 20 after the Seth Adams touchback. Two backs in the backfield on each side of Kelly. And
Kelly keeps it. It looks
like
like an option.
Turns it up, spins ahead. He's tough. He's still going.
Yeah, there's been missed tackles over there on the Cavalier defense. Oh.
LP saying he fumbled it, but I had not seen any indication.
Nope, doesn't look like they're going to call anything.
Nope. Kelly moved the pile out to about the 27-yard line. That should be the last play of this eventful first quarter. And the teams will switch ends. It's been all LP so far. Nope, UT's going to break the huddle, but they're going to run out of time.
Yeah, they only got 2 seconds, so.
And a literal buzzer. They have a buzzer here at the Soul Bowl. Not the traditional football buzzer. Almost like a hockey buzzer. 10-0, the Cavaliers are on top of the United Township Panthers after one quarter. We'll come back with our second quarter of action from the Soul Bowl. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter, LP Cavalier football, one quarter in the books. The Cavs up on the Panthers, 10-0. You're listening to Cavalier football on 103.9 WLPO.
Gurvich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle is a proud supporter of high school sports. Dr. Gurgevich utilizes the most advanced technology to provide effective care for men, women, and children of all ages. Whether you're getting down in a three-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on a dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Search Gurgevich Family Chiropractic today to see all the ways having Dr. Gurgevich on your team can help you be happier, healthier, and pain-free.
Second half, UT got chose to receive after winning the coin toss. So we're back ready. 2nd and 3 for the Panthers. Kelly will keep it again and gets around the corner, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Mikey
close
Hartman
to the first down.
With the tackle.
Hartman was there, number 3 for the Cavs.
Continuation of the Hartmans playing for LP football. We've had quite a few years in a row with a Hartman out on the field. Zach obviously played linebacker for for 3 years of varsity. I can't even tell you how many years ago.
Yeah.
Then he went on to North Central, and then we had Tyler playing quarterback for a couple years there, and we also had his brother Tommy. Last year for the last 2 years, and now we got Mikey. So
3rd and 1 for LP or for UT. And they hand it off.
Nope.
He's got the first down and more down the sideline. 45 spins down around the 50-yard line. So an elusive runner. That's the biggest run of the night for the Panthers.
Number 5.
Yeah, they get it down to the Cavalier 49-yard line.
Manso.
LP almost had over pursuit there on the defense. They kind of had like a rush blitz, and Manso just found an opening and went down the sideline. And eventually tracking him down for the Cavaliers was Will Murtis. So UT now in business, 1st and 10 at the Cavalier 49-yard line.
Yeah, their first time they've been in the Cavalier territory.
Yep. Kelly back in the shotgun. And there's a straight handoff of right tackle. He's got running room 45, 30, 35, 20, 15. Still going inside the LP 15-yard line. Finally was brought down by Landon Quills, and that is a big run by UT.
To the 14, so 35 yards.
Well, all of a sudden, UT finding something running the ball after they had nothing running the ball other than their quarterback in the first quarter. So the Panthers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the Cavalier 14-yard line, a minute into the second quarter. 10-0 LP, but UT on the doorstep. Kelly is going to keep it. He's got a hole. 5 touchdown. Gaping hole up the middle, and Kelly runs it in from 14 yards out. UT definitely saw something, Mike.
Yeah, they were, the coaches in the box had to see something with the LP defense on that drive because 4 quick plays, and they are in for the score.
That comes at 10:44 of this second quarter. 10-6, LP leads UT, and the Panthers will try for the PAT. On the kick for UT is Isaiah Navarrete. And the snap is down. The hold. Oh, kick.
That one underneath
Nope,
the
not
line.
good. Didn't quite get nearly enough air on that one.
No.
So we'll see if that comes up big. You always feel like you're chasing those points when you miss an early extra point. So Cavaliers lead 10-6 now over the United Township Panthers. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter here on 103.9 WLPO. Just past 8 o'clock on WLPO, 103.9 FM, AM 1220, LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby. Week 1 of the high school football season. And it's been a highly entertaining game so far between the Cavaliers out of the Interstate 8, Kishwaukee River Conference, and the United Township Panthers out of the Western Big 6, which does math like a lot of the college conferences now, where it's really the Western Big 8 now.
I don't think there's only 6 teams.
Sterling and Geneseo.
Yep. Added on, yep.
If Cavalier fans were wondering where Sterling and Geneseo went to a few years back, they are now in the Western Big 6.
Which probably made sense for them as they are closer to many of the schools that are in that conference.
Yep.
So Moline, Rock Island, UT, obviously much closer to where they are compared to going to LP and whatnot.
Just like the Quad City schools, though, they are still pretty far away from Quincy.
I think everybody's far
yes.
from Quincy.
There's not an easy way to get to Quincy.
So
that's always been, I know a lot of people, the head scratcher of Quincy being in the Big 6. Obviously a great program over the years in basketball.
Basketball was mainly for Quincy.
Yeah, so you
Quincy Blue Devils, I believe, correct? Yep.
You can understand why Big 6 schools have wanted to keep Quincy in the league despite having that road trip once a year. I remember when my brother played for Moline, they would break up the trip and stop halfway, get out, and do some stretching and so forth. The problem is it's not, there's very little interstate down to Quincy from the Quad Cities. Romanoli back deep for the Cavaliers along with Caleb Kennedy. Both are very dangerous. Halftime, Tuscola 19-12 against St. Bede. So, boy, if people thought Tuscola was going to come in there and blow St. Bede out, not to be, as Coach Eustace's squad They're a playoff team perennially every year. So that game, 19-12 at the half. We still have 10:43 here to get to the half. 10-6 LP. There's a short kick, and Romanoli's going to have it at the 14. Brady's at the 20, the 25. Turns it inside, hammered down at about the 30. Nice return of about 16, 17 yards for Romanoli. LP will set up shop, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Looks like there's a Panther slow getting up.
Injured player on that side of the field, right where the tackle was made.
So they were already going to do a break to give the players some water and Gatorade. Unfortunately, now there's a Panther player down right in front of the UT bench at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, well, there was a big pileup of kids in that general vicinity, so. Yep, he's up.
Oh, he's up. That's good to see. Looks to be maybe got the wind knocked out of him. He's walking off on his own.
Yep.
Get a nice applause. Oh, no, he's limping a little bit. And the Panthers student section, who turned out big time tonight on the season opener, gives their classmate a hand. Leroy Coleman, a senior. Hopefully Leroy's okay. So another look at the Cavalier offense. They've scored their last 2 possessions.
Yeah, well, they can continue what they just did on that last drive. It'll be nice to see.
10-6, LP with the lead. 1st and 10 Cavs at their own 30-yard line. 10:38 to go in the first. Each team has used a timeout.
Yeah, the Cavaliers had 4 penalties in that first quarter, so not surprising first game of the season, but hopefully they'll be able to clean that up for the rest of the game.
Now, on the positive side, Mike, knock on wood here, there's not been any 15-yard
Correct.
penalties.
Yeah, they've generally been the 5-yard variety, except for that one 10-yard holding.
They go back to Romanoli. Brady turns it inside, brought down about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the 33 for a 3-yard gain.
And they'll mark it right at the LP 33. So Brady gets about 3 yards on that carry. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Cavs. Again, a new look offense for LP. Now, they've still been run heavy. There's no doubt about that. But
yeah, definitely setting up differently than they had in many of the last past years.
Hall leading Orion 14-13 at the half. A lot of people interested to see how the Red Devils do after Mac Rasetic moved on to University of Illinois. Boudreau, another handoff to Romanoli. Brady spins off one tackle, still going. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Nice hard run once again by Brady Romanoli. Spun ahead to the 38-yard line. And it'll be
5-yard gain on that play. So
third and a long 1, a short 2, yeah.
Yep. A skosh under 2 yards.
The first down marker is pretty much right at the 40. And the ball's, that's a solid 2 yards.
Yep.
3rd and 2 for the Cavaliers coming up. A lot of the Cavalier players checking their wristband, making sure they know this play call. It's a big play right here. 3rd and 2. Counting down to 9 minutes in the first half. Boudreau in the shotgun. Brennan's going to keep it. And got the first down.
Yep.
Nice patience by Boudreau. Just kind of tiptoed his way, waiting for his blocks. Knew only needed 2 yards. He wasn't really looking for a big run there.
No, there was a defender chasing him from behind, and I was wondering if he was going to catch him, but Boudreau was able to go forward and get the first down.
And I say Brendan was kind of tiptoeing. That would have been me running full speed with the football there. But with Brendan, he's got good speed. He was definitely just waiting, being very patient on that carry and waiting for the hole to open up. First down and 10. Cavaliers with a fresh set of downs just outside their own 40-yard line. Let's see if the Cavaliers can put a long drive together and get another score before the break. Uh-oh, that was close to being a false start. Boudreau tucks it under. He's got running room.
I was going to say he's going to pass it, but
and he's out near the 50. He looks to have a first down.
Yeah, all the way to the UT 49. Yep. So that is a
10-yard gain.
First down, I would say.
Brendan comes up limping a bit.
Yep, first down play.
And hopefully Brendan's okay and can walk that one off, but he came up limping on that. 1st and 10 Cavaliers at the UT 49-yard line.
He definitely wanted to pass the ball to
Yes.
the receiver streaking down the far side of the field. I didn't see who that was, but I think it might have been Caleb Kennedy. But he just couldn't get squared to throw the ball, so he tucked it in and ran for 10 yards.
1st and 10 LP at the UT 49-yard line. Romanoli in the backfield behind Boudreau. Boudreau straight drop back pass. He's rolling right, throwing over the middle.
Open.
Nice job by Kennedy. His knees were down.
Yep.
And you cannot advance it in high school, but he's got
Noah
enough for another. Zebron,
yep.
So Noah got open, wide open in the flat, in the middle of the field. And that's enough for a first down. And that's headsy football by Noah Zebron because Mike, he knew just how many yards needed for the first down.
Yep.
And that's where he basically set up shop, and Boudreau hit him. So a nice 10-yard gain for the Cavaliers. And that's, an example of really a pass play we haven't seen over the years.
Nope.
Just a, receiver out in the flat. 1st and 10 Cavaliers at the UT 38-yard line. Boudreau back to pass, throws it over the middle. He has a man at the 35.
That's Seth Adams with the catch.
Nope, Adams, the ground caused it. He picks up the ball. Seth Adams doing a little bit of everything here tonight.
Well, I know I heard that Seth was practicing with the receivers at some point. I know they say Seth Adams has a pretty good speed for a receiver, so probably want to get him the ball a little bit more other than just the kicking this season.
It's a nice 5-yard gain as Seth just got open over the middle as the short option. Definitely wasn't, the first option for Boudreau, but give Brendan credit, too, just taking what UT's going to give him.
Yep.
As far as his receivers.
4 receivers out now.
Yeah. One back in the backfield, Romanoli on a 2nd and 5. Boudreau going to pass. He's under pressure, dodges a few tacklers, and he's going to tuck the ball and run. And he goes head over heels.
One of the UT players did that
same thing, yeah.
He's pretty slow getting up, but looks like the Cavs, number 60, trying to help him up.
And he took a pretty hard fall as he went head over heels. I think what may have hurt him the most is I'm sure his shin or his leg hit Brendan Boudreau's helmet.
Oh, that was actually number 50. Adam Lane was trying to help him up, but unable to. So first down run for Boudreau.
And there's another
10 yards.
Injured Panther again right in front of their bench. Play stops with LP knocking on the door of the Quickie Subs red zone. They're not quite there yet. It's at the 23 of UT, and this has been really the first long, time-consuming drive of the night for either team.
Either team, I was going to say. Up the player's up, so he's walking off with his own power, so that's always good to see.
Yep. Yeah, there was quite a acrobatic collision there between Boudreau and the Panther defender, both doing cartwheels on the turf, head over heels.
A little water break for the kids, too, so
might as well while they're out there. And for the officials, too. Hopefully the officials are getting plenty of water. Sun obviously has gone down, getting darker earlier and earlier, Mike.
Yeah, we're going to be in fall pretty soon, actually. Yeah. Well, I think yesterday was the first day for the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks, so you know what that means.
It means I won't be getting one again this year. But are you a pumpkin spice latte guy?
I am not. Okay. No.
And 1st and 10. Oh, false start. That was obvious. So LP will be backed up 5 yards. But I got to give Starbucks and everybody else credit. They created a monster in a good way for them with that whole pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, the funny thing is there's pumpkin spice everything nowadays. Pretzels, I mean, everything possible. And there really, truly isn't a pumpkin spice. That's
really?
That's really the funny thing is there's not even a pumpkin spice. So it's interesting marketing there.
Yeah.
But they've done well.
So a 5-yard mark off against the Cavs. Now it's 1st and 15 at the Panther 28. Boudreau again in the shotgun. Brendan is going to keep it. 25-20.
A lot of room out there.
And he's going to be tackled out of bounds at about the UT 15-yard line. He used Brady Romanoli as the lead blocker.
Yeah, he got
at
pretty
the 16,
much that
they'll say.
Oh, 16-yard line, okay.
So he didn't quite get the first down, but he got
12 yards on that play.
Yeah, so
Looks like, maybe, was it 12? Maybe not.
I'll say 11 on the
yards,
board.
okay.
So 2nd and 4 for LP.
Okay.
Clock stops at 6:14. We'll give you a Princeton update after this play, courtesy of our Subway scoreboard update. LP may have to take a timeout. Yep, Coach Medina looked at the official. That'll give us a chance to mention that tonight's scoreboard update is brought to you by your local Subway in Peru, LaSalle, Spring Valley, Marseilles, Ottawa, and Oglesby. For a sandwich made with freshly baked bread and fresh ingredients right in front of your eyes, Subway Eat Fresh. Mentioned at the half, Hall 14-13 over Orion, and getting underway late. Princeton's already off and running. 13-0 over Monmouth Roseville in the first quarter. They've scored twice in about 15 minutes.
Yep.
Same old.
Yep, they
with Coach
have
Pearson
what
and the
we call
Tigers.
a juggernaut
Yeah.
in Princeton.
And what's nice for Princeton this year is the only team that could beat him the last 2 seasons, Elmhurst Icy Prep, has finally been moved up to Class 4A.
Oh, is that right? Okay, all right. So that's good news. I know they've got Byron.
There's still some heavy hitters.
Yeah, they'll be one of the teams they'll have to deal with at some point, I'm sure. But
in fact, Byron in the first poll was number 1.
Yep.
Princeton was 2.
Yep.
But it still is nice not to have to worry about Elmhurst Icy Prep, who Princeton was leading most of that game last year at home, and then Icy Prep won it in the end and ended up winning the state title. So we're back in action. LP uses their second timeout. That leaves them with 1 here in the first half. 2nd down and 4 at the UT 16. Boudreau's going to hand it off on the end around to Zebron. Noah looking for blockers. He puts his head down, gets down about the 13-yard line. Going to be close. A couple of Panther players coming up.
They're
They're
going
cramping.
slow. Yeah, I was going to say they're definitely cramping. You can just tell the way they're walking.
First down run by Zebron. So Noah got enough. Yeah, I think that was all about cramping.
Yep, it looks like the trainer's out on the
Trainer's
field.
out, but now the players are waving them off.
Yep, they're coming out here. So
Yep, bringing the player out. So the Cavaliers are right back in the Quickie Sub red zone. Up 10-6, looking to add on more here.
we did have a comment online saying that we may have lost 50% of the fan base by dissing the pumpkin spice. So I may have to watch what I say going forward.
Well, Starbucks is not a sponsor, so there is that. If Starbucks wants to sponsor, they sure can. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Boudreau, I don't know if that's a blown play or no.
Yep.
He threw it out in the flat. It goes incomplete.
Yeah, intended for Mason Pangrasic, but
Pangrasic was open in the flat. Maybe Mason tried to run with it before he had it.
yeah, it did look like a broken play to start, so
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but just the pass was a little bit short for Mason to try to grab onto.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Cavs at the 13-yard line. Cavaliers setting up shop on the right hash mark here at the Soul Bowl. Heading south, I believe. Being from the Quad Cities, I should know. I do know Moline is behind us, and this is East Moline, so obviously we're east of Moline.
That sounds good to me.
LP is heading south. Even though, we'll talk more, Romanoli with a handoff. Brady's at the 5 down to the 4.
You could probably give me a compass, and I still wouldn't know what direction I'd be going in.
And it is a bit confusing in the Quad Cities, Mike, in that it's where the river doesn't flow north and south.
Yep,
Yeah,
well,
so
I learned
it
that
can be confusing.
as going to Augustana here in the Quad Cities. I do remember it was the east-west river part, so.
LP going no huddle here, and Boudreau's looking towards the sideline, wonder if he should be under center or not. 3rd and 1 at the 5. Brennan will hand it off. Romanoli touchdown!
Looks to be in the end zone.
Brady Romanoli, 2nd touchdown of the night. This one from 5 yards away. And the Cavaliers score again, leading now 16-6 with the PAT coming up.
First score here in the second quarter for LP. Answers that Panther touchdown.
Comes at 5:05 of the second quarter.
Nice 70-yard drive for the Cavaliers.
We'll mark that down as a potential drive of the game for sure. And that touchdown again brought to you by Town & Country Services. Here is our extra point attempt coming up for Seth Adams.
He might kick it out of the stadium on this side of the field.
The LP's buses are up there. Aim for the big old yellow Johannes bus up there. They turn their lights off. I wonder if they're trying to hide from Seth, the buses. That was more of a line drive kick.
Yep.
And
on
still
top
plenty
of
good.
The brick or stone wall they've got here at the Soul Bowl.
So that extra point is brought to you by Financial Plus Credit Union. And the Cavaliers get their lead back to 2 possessions. It is 17-6 LP with 5:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Jeremy Aiken and Mike Porter from the Soul Bowl. Again, we'll be at the friendly confines of Howard Fellows Stadium, the cozy concrete of Howard Fellows. Next 3 weeks take us into almost through the month of September. We'll be spending almost the whole month of September at home.
Yeah, that'll be nice after the game to just take a 5-10 minute drive back home. So.
And next week, the Cavaliers again will have senior night, something they started with the onset of COVID. Next week is Metamora, and then Woodstock North, and then Plano. And then the Cavs will have 2 straight road games at Morris and at Woodstock. Then homecoming is always special, Mike. But now this year, homecoming has worked out to where it's Ottawa. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is going to be a crowded game there for homecoming celebration against the rival Pirates.
Yep. Week 7, and then LP finishes with the buzzsaw.
Daunting Canelan,
the gauntlet.
Sycamore.
Yep, Canelan and Sycamore, weeks 8 and 9. Well, let's worry about this one tonight. LP so far so good, up 17-6. And Adams looking for his 3rd straight touchback, and he got it. Yep, he got it.
I think the receiver was trying to keep his feet out of the end zone, but did not succeed.
So 3 touchbacks on the night for Seth Adams, and a field goal, and a catch on offense. We figured he was going to be doing a lot for the Cavaliers. 3-sport athlete, of course, Seth on the basketball court, and also a baseball player as well. (17-6) LP over UT. The Panthers next week have a home game against Chicago Noble Muchen. A little different opponent than their Week 2 opponent last year with Loyola Academy.
Yeah, well, you throw out the records with UT and Noble Muchen,
yes.
So you just don't know what's going to happen when those 2 teams get together.
My guess is it'll be a good night for the Panthers of United Township, but we'll see. First down, Kelly hands it off, and the running back gets out to about the 25-yard line before he's met by 3 or 4 Cavalier defenders.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well with getting past that first offender, first tackler. So Cavs going to have to work on that at halftime, do some sort of adjustment.
Murtis was at the bottom of the pile for the Cavs. We'll give Will the tackle.
Looks like a 5-yard gain for number 5, Carlitos Manso.
Yeah, he had a nice run earlier in this game.
Yeah, he had the 35-yard run and 16-yard run.
Second down and 5 for the Panthers. We're under 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Kelly in the shotgun again. High snap. He hands it off to Manso, and he's close to a first down.
Number 52, Danny Beavers, the inside linebacker with the tackle.
But let's see. I think they're going to. It's close.
First down.
Yep, first down.
5-yard gain on both plays would equate to a first down. So
I would be not surprised if Danny Beavers leads the Cavaliers in tackles this year. Obviously, middle linebacker always will rack up a lot of tackles, but I remember calling Danny's name quite a bit last year on the defensive side of the football, and we've called his name quite a few times already tonight. First and 10, UT at their own 30. Kelly will hand it off to Manso again. And this time he's in trouble. He reverses.
He's got some trouble there.
Reverses field.
He's got some major problems.
Yep. Pursuit by all kinds of Cavalier defenders.
Yeah, it looks like number 5, Brevin Vogel, was in the backfield with many other Cavs, but brought him down for a loss all the way back to the 24-yard line. So 6-yard loss for number 5.
Looks like Joshua Bickford was there as well for the Cavaliers as the running back tried to do his best, Barry Sanders there, and totally switch switch directions.
Sometimes you want to just cut your losses and come down instead of try to do something that's going to be more difficult.
I'm sure Coach Welch and the Panthers staff will tell him that it's a learning opportunity there, just like you said.
And I get that he's trying to do something in the play, so I can understand that.
Kelly is going to pass.
Oh, he's got some receivers out.
Throwing over the middle for Randall. He was being held. I think LP might have got away with one.
He had 2 receivers and 2 defensive backs back here. Number 5, Vogel, and number 11, Caleb Kennedy.
Yeah.
So
Randall comes up limping, too. He is a all-conference caliber receiver, and he's going to limp off the field. Corey Randall. So LP has taken him out of the game tonight, and now he's got to go out with an injury. There was some traffic around midfield now.
Yes.
Obviously not enough to call a penalty. It might have just been even pushing and shoving by both the defender and the receiver. UT facing a 3rd and 16 now at their own 24-yard line, and they got to try to complete this without their star receiver Randall in the game. Kelly, a straight drop back pass, throwing over the middle, caught, but immediately hit.
Not much gain there for the Panthers. Number 3,
Hartman with
Mikey
the tackle.
Hartman with the immediate tackle. And it looks like we got a timeout by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to preserve some of the time. We're down to 2:30.
Yeah, so very short gain on that pass play.
LP will have no timeouts now. I believe that's their last one. Yep. UT still has 2 timeouts. Now the Panthers, though, with having to punt, they're ready just to get this game into halftime, hopefully only down 2 scores.
Yeah, they definitely going to want to try to hold the Cavaliers from scoring here before halftime. (17-6). LP with the lead, and the Cavaliers will get the football to start the second half. And they want more points even. Yeah, wouldn't that be big if they could score here and then get the ball back? Just kind of put this game out of reach.
UT got it back within 10-6, but then LP answered with a quick score. Back deep will be Brady Romanoli for the Cavs.
Yeah, he'll be just past midfield, so Cavaliers should get pretty good field position. Obviously, the last 2 punts, they've had good Panther rolls, so see if they can catch this on a fly.
Coach Medina telling Brady he can definitely call a fair catch if need be. Because they're going to get, unless this is a booming punt, LP's going to get very good field position here. It's a better punt than they've had.
Yep, it's going to go out of bounds.
I think they changed the punter, actually, from what they've been using.
Yeah, it went out of bounds. It looks like at the
about midfield?
49-yard line of the Cavs.
Okay, we'll take it. LP starting this drive at their 49-yard line, 2:24 to go. They are without timeouts, but they only have 51 yards to go, and we also know that Seth Adams, his range, I would say probably 45 yards.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good guess. At least give the Cavs an opportunity for points.
He's kicked a 36-yarder so far tonight. No wind to worry about. That's
yeah, there's no breeze, so it's definitely not going to blow any ball to the side.
Old Glory is down on the south end of the field, and just no movement with the flags tonight. The trees across the way not blowing at all. So LP up 17-6, looking for more points against the United Township Panthers. Cavaliers started last year with a win over UT. Then fell the next week to Metamora. Hoping to reverse that trend this year.
But keeping the UT win.
Yes.
Good. We don't want to reverse that.
Reversing the Metamora part of the equation. And Boudreau going to pass.
Oh, he's going
throwing deep. He's got him. Wide open. Oh! Seth Adams had it right in his breadbasket and just couldn't haul it in. Seth got behind the defense. A perfect throw by Boudreau. And Adams, who's done everything right, that's okay. The LP's been showing that their speedy receivers have been able to get behind UT. And Seth going to get a breather after that one. Talk to Coach Medina.
Yep, he's still staying in the game,
Yeah.
but missed opportunity there for the Cavaliers.
Boudreau aired it out.
And the offensive line did a good job giving him some time,
Yeah.
too, so which is good to see.
17-6, LP over UT. And Boudreau going to pass.
play.
He's rolling left. Going to tuck the ball under, spin ahead.
Not a lot of time there.
Nope. And the clock's going to be running. LP out of timeouts.
Looks like a 2-3 yard gain on that play.
The mark it at the Panther 48-yard line. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Well, let's see. They've tried to throw to Josh Seneca once tonight. I don't see Josh out there right now.
Yeah, I saw him on the sideline earlier getting some water. Yeah, he's down there.
All right, well, he's been stepping up on defense too tonight. UT doing a lot of shifting.
Only
wide open in the flat. That's going to be a first down catch. UT was doing a ton of shifting, and Noah Zebron.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. They brought it all the way to the 38-yard line, so 10-yard gain on the play.
And I would say he had only about 2 yards after the catch. He had enough first down yardage being wide open.
Yep, and he got out of bounds to stop the clock. Obviously, it stops on a first down, but he was wide open.
Nice throw by Boudreau. Nice catch by Zebron. First and 10, LP just inside the Panther 39-yard line. Still plenty of time here, 1:31 to go. LP would love a touchdown, but they'll settle for a field goal attempt if they have to. Two receivers to the left of Boudreau. Romanoli in the backfield. Brennan going to pass.
Watch the hold.
Trouble.
Watch the hold.
Spins away from a couple defenders, and Brennan going to get down about the 35-yard line. Forward progress probably marks him just outside the 35. Clock is running. LP's going to have to hurry it up here.
2-yard run for Boudreau. He was kind of running for his life there.
Yep. 2nd and 7. They'll give Boudreau,
3 yards.
3 yards, yeah. Seneca out there now. Split wide right with Noah Zebron. Caleb Kennedy to the left. And Brennan straight drop back pass. Looking. Throws out. Overthrows him.
That was a dangerous.
He really threw it up, and it ended up being a great play by the LP intended receiver just to play defense, really.
Yeah, that was pretty nerve-wracking out there. That ball was floating out in the flat. 2 defenders there.
So LP catches a break. That could have easily been a pick 6 when he released the ball. So 3rd and 7. LP needs some more yardage to make this a lot more comfortable for Seth Adams here. Cavaliers, Boudreau still talking to head coach and offensive coordinator Jose Medina. Hartman split out wide left. You have Zebron out there as well, Seneca. And what do we got? A timeout UT, or is it a...
I don't see a flag.
LP got to delay a game. Well,
yeah, that's one of those things when you don't have the play clock out here, it's difficult, and the Cavaliers were kind of unsure on what they were going to do, so
it'll be 3rd down and about 12 now for LP. Out of field goal range for sure. Ball just outside the UT 40. Clock has stopped with 48 seconds to go.
6 penalty on the Cavaliers so far this half.
Back to pass, throwing out in the flat, it's caught. Spins ahead about the 31-yard line, gets about 10 yards back. That was Noah Zebron, who found space in the underneath the UT defense, and Noah got out of bounds. So that will set up a 4th down. The ball spotted at the 32. I think LP's going to go for it and not try this long field goal by Adams.
Yeah, that'd be 49 yards from right there, so probably out of his range at this juncture.
It'll be 4th and 3 for the Cavaliers. Yeah, be careful not to get another delay game here. Slow out of the huddle. 4th and 3 LP, and UT's going to take a timeout. They have 2. They have 2 to use.
Yeah, you can't take them
with
take
you,
them
right?
home, all right?
Yep. Big play here. 4th and 3 coming up. LP and UT. The Cavaliers lead 17-6. We'll as we get to halftime, we'll come up with some more scores for you. And Seneca and Wilmington tied up at 14. Seneca made the rankings. No longer is Seneca just a basketball school.
No, they've really turned
They're still a
around
basketball school, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yes.
Their football program's coming along. Princeton just had another score, 19-0, just into the second quarter over Monmouth Roseville. So the Tigers well on their way to potentially another clock runner. They had a few of those last year.
Yeah, I was going to say they had quite a few, quite a few of those last year.
You can hear that Princeton game on 99.3 WAJK. We'll try to get a Hall score for you, too.
Yeah, they
Red
were
Devils
up. They were
by
up
1 at half.
Yep, so
they're not too far from here. They're playing in Orion, which is just outside the Quad Cities. Orion, don't call us Orion.
And Orion's been a powerhouse in football
very
over
good.
the years.
Right up there with like Rock Ridge.
Yep.
Always good from this area. UT going to use another timeout?
Looks like it. No, it's just extra rest here for the offense.
No, they used another timeout. So they used 2 timeouts in a row. If they use another one, it'll be a penalty because they're out. Each team has used their timeouts. (17-6) LP over United Township. Get an update from Ottawa after one. Ottawa 7-6 against Plano, so that's quite a battle over there. Again, a crossover game in week 1. So that adds even more importance to that when you get a conference crossover game. That'd be a nice way to start the season for Ottawa to get a conference win on the road against Plano. They have their big rivalry matchup next week against Streeter. It's fantastic that they restarted that rivalry.
Yep. Yeah, the crowd goes pretty good crowd for both of those teams when they play each other. Let's see if we get this play off here.
We've had 2 timeouts since it's been 4th and 3. Boudreau in the shotgun, Romanoli in the backfield. 43 seconds to go. Boudreau looking, has a man wide open in the flat 30.
Cordell Wheatley with the catch.
Inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, that was close to being a late hit out there.
UT player came in way late. Luckily missed Cordell. Cordell Wheatley, his first catch of the season, got out in the open, wide open.
9-yard gain for Cordell.
And he ran out of bounds.
Nice play. He was wide open, too, so.
1st and 10 Cavs at the 23. That one took just about 8 seconds off the clock. Straight drop back for Boudreau. Looking for Seneca. Overthrown. What an interception. Did he hang on to it?
They're calling it a touchback, so it was an interception.
Wow, what a catch. Was that Randall, their star receiver?
Yeah, someone's limping out there.
I think it is Randall.
But intended for Seneca, but he really wasn't open.
Boudreau threw it up for Seneca in the end zone, and Randall, their star receiver, held on to it.
Well, he can catch the ball.
Oh, yeah, yep. So they turn away the Cavaliers with 28 seconds to go. Wow. LP was on the move, and they come away empty with the first turnover of the night. Seneca just couldn't get there, and Randall came down hard. He had already been limping earlier in the evening, so he's having struggles. He's had maybe one catch.
I don't know if he's even caught a ball yet.
He was a 3-year starter, Corey Randall, but he made the biggest play of the night for UT so far.
Yeah, that would have really been big if the Cavaliers would have scored. So
Panthers with a handoff. They're just willing to see this clock run out.
Yeah, they have no timeout, so they can't stop the clock. Manso with the carry once again.
Just short of the first down.
9-yard gain.
That should be probably it. And, UT's not going to be in any hurry to run this play.
Nope. 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is it. A very good first half for the Cavaliers. Yes, could have been better with a late score, but LP will get the ball to start the second half as UT won the coin toss and deferred. So the Cavaliers on top of United Township here at the half, 17-6. We'll come back with our halftime show on 103.9 WLPO. We'll have some first half stats. We'll have some scores as well. And Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter, so far so good on this hot evening. 17-6 LP over United Township.
Yeah, right? Yeah. How are you doing?
And then you can share that stuff on first.
Jeremy Aiken back here at United Township along with Mike Porter as we head to halftime, and the Cavaliers leading 17-6 over the UT Panthers. Scoring summary in that first half, the Cavaliers got on the board first with 8:05 to go in the first quarter. Seth Adams kicking a 36-yard field goal. Then with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter, Brady Romanoli broke loose with a 51-yard touchdown run. Adams added the PAT, 10-0 Cavaliers. UT got on the board, didn't take long in the second quarter. A 14-yard touchdown run by their three-year starter senior quarterback, Matthew Kelly, and the PAT was no good. Made it 10-6. The Cavaliers, though, struck back at 5:05 of the second quarter. Brady Romanoli, that man again, a 5-yard touchdown run, and Seth Adams booted the PAT. And that's where we stand, 17-6. One turnover in the first half. It came late. Brendan Boudreau was intercepted in the UT end zone by Panther Corey Randall. Josh Seneca, the intended receiver. So 17-6 LP over UT, and bring in Mike Porter with some first half stats.
Yeah, the Cavalier running game has done pretty well so far this first half. Brady Romanoli with 89 yards rushing. Brendan Boudreau with 46 yards from the quarterback position, and Noah Zebron has a quick 9 yards rushing. As far as receiving goes, Brendan Boudreau was 6 for 13 for 87 yards with that one interception. Leading receiver is number 11, Caleb Kennedy, with 39 yards receiving. Noah Zebron with 29 yards receiving. And we also had Cordell Wheatley with that 5-yard reception, and we had Seth Adams with the quick 5 yards receiving also. Cavaliers did have 6 penalties in that first half, and like you said, that one turnover, the interception at the end of the first half. So pretty good offensive showing here for the Cavaliers. Obviously, It's been a little slow going, first game of the season, but they've got to be happy with the rushing game so far tonight.
Yeah, Brady Romanoli, we thought he would be the bell cow, one guy who returned, with a lot of experience from last year. Of course, Mason Lynch was the big play guy last year, but Brady, very hard runner, never dodges contact, and we've seen Brennan Boudreau as well be dual threat at quarterback, passing and running the ball tonight, and the LP defense, stingy as always, giving up just one score so far. 17-6, the Cavaliers leading the United Township Panthers. This halftime show brought to you by The Locker Room. As the team's headed to the locker room, you should too. For all your sports gear, go to The Locker Room online and on East St. Paul Street in downtown Spring Valley. Cavaliers lead 17-6 over UT. We're going to take another break here on 103.9 WLPO. We come back, we'll talk about some other events coming up this weekend and talk a little bit about the venue that we are at, a great venue in East Moline, United Township, the Soul Bowl, that one of the few that can say that it's been around as long as Howard Fellows Stadium. We'll talk more about this after these messages. LP up at half, 17-6 over United Township. up, I came to a couple of fireworks displays here at the Soul Bowl, Mike, to take you back. And that's it's been around quite a while. I know you did some research into this venue. And,
it was a little interesting. I was trying to find
kind of a similar history as Howard Fellows.
Yeah, I was trying to find some information, and actually this was the reason why it's the Soul Bowl with the E is actually it's named after Dr. A.E. Soul.
Okay.
He happened to be the first chairman of the East Moline Park Board, and it was his idea to actually construct this building, the stadium, in the natural bowl setting of what there is Butterworth Park.
Yep.
So that was their his idea to do that, and it was constructed under the Works Progress Administration, which was basically funds from the New Deal.
Yep.
They were trying to get different facilities built all around the country, and this was one of those facilities. Their first game was October 17th, 1936, and their first win was a week later, October 24th in 1936. Interestingly enough, Howard Fellows Stadium their first game was October of 37, so this facility is 1 year older than Howard Fellows Stadium. And that was also built under the funds from the New Deal. So interesting history for the Soul Bowl. And I did do a little other research as far as United Township goes. Their probably most famous alumni is Spike Odell, an old radio broadcaster for WGN. I guess he has some history with John Spencer there at Starved Rock Media.
Oh, okay.
And we can talk about that later, or you can talk to John about that. And also Mike Butcher, who used to be a pitching coach for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He may still be there, I'm not really sure. And Ray Klingbeil, who was a former Chief Justice of the Illinois Supreme Court. So those were the famous alumni that I could find anyways for United Township.
Yeah, UT, it's made up of some smaller towns. We actually came in through a few of them, got stuck by a train in Kelowna. There's Carbon Cliff. Silvis is another smaller town. Came by one of my family favorite pizza places, Frank's Pizza. Some listeners maybe know Frank's Pizza down in Silvis, but that's what United Township. The town is, of course, East Moline, but is United Township. About 20,000, I think. Probably about a little bigger than Ottawa, I would say. But this stadium has held up pretty darn good, I would say, over the years. As Mike mentioned, the one thing that kind of stands out is the south end zone has like the rock built into the bowl.
Yeah, that's in the netting.
Yeah.
The rock is embedded in some nets. I'm not really sure how to describe that. I guess the one thing I would compare it to is Country Kids in Utica has that. They built their farmers market up on these type of rock wall type things. Obviously that for flooding perhaps, but this kind of holds the hill back, I'm guessing. The engineer in me is just guessing on that respect. So
all I know is it looks pretty cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
It does.
And they have the turf as well, just like LP does. I think they got theirs maybe just before the Cavaliers did. They've not had the turf all that long here at United Township. So a nice venue, and so far so good. LP, I guess you could say, being rude guests to the Panthers as they lead the home team by a score of 17-6. We're going to take another break. We come back, we'll try to track down some scores, and I'll pick Mike's brain for our second half adjustment. Brought to you again by Gergovich Family Chiropractic. So we'll mull that over. 17-6.
We'll also take a look at what's going on
Yes.
with LP athletics in the fall. Sports calendar is starting to fill up here once fall sports.
It's interesting because you have basically golf has its own week before anybody else.
Yep.
You start having golf meets, and then some tennis meets started kind of funneling in, and now you got football, volleyball has started now. So we are full bore into the fall sports season.
Yes.
No doubt about it. Mike will have a rundown of all the LP events going on this weekend. We'll come up with those along with the second half adjustment after this. Cavaliers on top of the Panthers, 17-6. You're listening to LP football on 103.9 WLPO and watching LP Cavalier football in high definition on YouTube at Starved Rock Media's YouTube channel. The Township, the Cavaliers leading 17-6 as we continue on with our halftime show brought to you by the Locker Room. Next up, let's do our second half adjustment. The Gergovich Family Chiropractic second half adjustment. Everyone needs a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic to see all the ways having a chiropractor on your team can help lead you to a healthy lifestyle. And Mike, it's a nice adjustment to have in holding on to a lead and just try to take this one home in the second half.
Yeah, I know. The Cavaliers have done pretty well defensively. Obviously, the offense got it going at the end of the first half and got that last touchdown. So I really think they just keep doing what they're doing and, maybe just try to avoid those penalties, which, could hurt the offense on a drive. They're going to start here with the ball starting the third quarter, so we'll see what they can do. But I think they just keep doing what they're doing.
All right, that's a Gergovich Family Chiropractic second half adjustment. Keep avoiding the penalties and just moving the ball steadily on offense. LP football here tonight. Some other teams going in action this weekend. Mike, do you want to go ahead and go through what the Cavs are doing this weekend?
Boys varsity soccer is playing in the War on 34 tournament, and they had their first game of that tourney tonight at 6 o'clock versus Depew, and they ended up winning that game. Yep. So they are playing tomorrow in the winners bracket at 10:30 tomorrow, so that's exciting. Girls varsity golf is playing in the Princeton Ryder Cup. The girls freshman sophomore tennis team is playing versus Dunlap. Varsity tennis is playing in the Sycamore doubles tournament at Sycamore. Girls volleyball is obviously in the Springfield tournament that they're in every year, so they're down in the state capitol playing volleyball. And I think that was it. The girls freshman volleyball team is co-hosting a freshman tournament, so they're playing at home. And that's pretty much it. So as we said before, fall sports are in action.
Off and running.
Yep.
Off and running.
Yep.
So the Cavaliers so far so good on the pitch with soccer with a win today. And let's see if they can, the American football version of the Cavaliers can get a win on the turf tonight over the Panthers. So we're ready for second half action. Back deep, Brevin Vogel and Brady Romanoli as we close out our Cavalier halftime show brought to you by The Locker Room. For all your sports gear, go to The Locker Room online and on East St. Paul Street in downtown Spring Valley. So the opening kickoff of the second half is underway. It's a kick.
Penalty flag already, so there must be maybe too many players in the field. It's kind of hard because it was the official on the this side of the ball, so I'm not really sure what he would have called.
Romanoli got it out to the 26. We'll see what the penalty is. So let's see. Did they pick it up?
No, it's still on the field. The official on this side of the ball, the Cavaliers sideline, threw the flag almost immediately after the kick.
No, he's shaking his head. So, sideline warning, maybe? He's picking it.
That could be it. Possibly one of the players might have been too close to the sideline.
So no harm done, bottom line. He's kind of chuckling with the LP coaching staff and players, so it's always good. So LP will start this drive at the 26-yard line. I got some scores, by the way, the Subway scoreboard update. Ottawa leading 14-12 late in the first half against Plano. That game's been back and forth. Princeton, last check, was up 19-0 over Roseville. Seneca and Wilmington at last check, all knotted up at 21. Sterling, Newman, and Rock Ridge, that's an early season showdown in the Three Rivers. Newman was up 6-0. Here's the first play of the second half. Offensively, Boudreau will keep it. I don't know if that was designed keeper.
I don't know if it was.
Brandon breaks the tackle. He's at the 50.
Off the races here.
40. The UT 30. He'll step out of bounds. I don't see any flags anywhere. He went to hand it off to Romanoli. Brady, though, sped in front of him, and Boudreau kept it. So I'll have to ask Jose next week if that was a designed play or not. The first one out of the locker room.
Well, 42-yard run later, we'll take it whether it was planned or not, but it didn't look like that. But Boudreau all the way to the Panther 31-yard line. Cavs are in business already.
Boudreau and Romanoli threatening to both eclipse the 100-yard mark tonight on the ground.
Yeah, that's going to go a long way to doing that.
Here's Romanoli off right tackle. Still going.
On his feet.
Down about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line.
It looks like, yeah.
Close to a first down.
I'd say the 21.
I think that's enough. Yep, 10 yards.
That's going to put him at 99 according to what I've got, so he's right at the precipice of 100.
Whistle's blowing. I'm not sure. Is there another injury? Yeah, there's Randall again. He's having to be helped off by a teammate. He's trying to gut it out tonight. Nope, he's going to be okay. He was helping a teammate out.
Yeah, he was helping. Yeah, it looked like number 32,
Okay.
Leroy Coleman, who was hurt earlier today too on a offensive play, I believe. So another water break here for the players.
So maybe that was cramping, and that alerted the officials to take a little break. Another score here. Wow, Morrison up 47-0 over Mendota.
Wow.
So that'll be a running clock with the Mustangs over the Trojans. Perhaps the Mustangs are back. That's a proud program that had a few down years. Used to be for a long time. Morrison and Sterling Newman were the big heavyweights, battling it out quite a bit. Big rivals, but Morrison, for whatever reason, had some down years. But they're taking
back.
They're taking Mendota to the proverbial woodshed tonight.
And Mendota had a pretty decent season last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Some talented, exciting players coming back. That game is at Morrison, which been there a few times.
Probably a difficult place to play.
Not an easy place to play, especially a season opener. So we're back in action after the water break. 1st and 10 LP at the 21 of UT. Boudreau will hand it back off to Romanoli again. Brady puts his head down, gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Give him 3 off left tackle. 2nd down and 7 for the Cavaliers. A minute into the second half.
That's one of those tough runs Romanoli can do, being the, like you said, 5'5", 5'6", 155 low center of gravity.
And he does not look to avoid contact. He goes towards it.
And he's like that in basketball, too. He's he's a tough guy out on the court.
He gets a handoff again from Boudreau, turns it inside.
It's hard hit there at the 10.
Yep, just outside the 10. Another Panther injured in the backfield, back at the 20, laying flat on his back.
I'd say that's a first down. Yep, right before the 10-yard line.
So they're going to be able to get a first down now. It's first and goal. It's close.
They're right on the.
I think they're going to go ahead and give them first and goal. Unfortunately, a Panther player is down on the field. Oh, he took his helmet off too. That's never good. The Cavaliers are back in the Quickie Subs red zone. Get into the zone, the Quickie Sub zone. Locally owned and family operated in downtown LaSalle. Stop by Quickie Subs or have it delivered. See more on Quickie Subs' Facebook page and find out why Quickies is America's favorite subs. They have an injury on the field. Let's go ahead and take a break with the injury timeout. It's 17-6 LP, 10:35 to go here in the third quarter. The Cavaliers are threatening to score on their first drive of the second half. Back here in action after the injury timeout. The Cavaliers going to work. Broken play.
I don't know. Oh, he caught it with juggling catch by, that was Mason Pangrasic. He was juggling the ball. I think it was a broken play, but Mason caught the ball and got it all the way down, to the 2-yard line, looks like?
Mason Pangrasek out of the backfield. He really bailed. Oh, now Mason's injured. Ugh. Yeah, he juggled the ball, came up with it, really bailed LP out of it because it was a broken play. And Boudreaux just kind of found a safety net in Mason Pangrasek. And Mason was hammered out of bounds at the 2-yard line, and he is down on the field.
Yeah, it was a hard hit on this side. It's hard to see.
He's almost acting like it is cramping. He's trying to drink water.
Yeah, he's on his one elbow, kind of just leaning up. So it looks like.
Hopefully, it's quote unquote just a cramp.
Yeah, there's nothing fun about any sort of muscle cramp, especially when it's having to do with dehydration and that kind of thing. So hopefully he'll be all right.
These two teams will have been in a battle when they're done tonight with this heat out here tonight. We've had a lot of stoppages of play, and we're going to have many more before this night's over for good reason, to give them extra time to try to stay hydrated, avoid cramping.
Yep, as much as they can, of course.
Yeah.
So, like we said, like we saw it that year against Morton, same kind of thing.
Calling down for a few teammates, I think, to maybe help Mason maybe get to the training table.
And obviously the Cavaliers weren't really practicing too much outside this week.
No.
Especially with the heat going. I mean, I think they had early morning practices just try to avoid, but you just can't prepare for this kind of weather.
So we'll hope for the best for Pangrasek for LP. He made a heck of a catch juggling the football. Great concentration by Mason to drag that in, and he almost got into the end zone. Was tackled at the 2.
Yeah, I think he was so worried about getting the catch that he wasn't able to defend himself from a hit, and then that leg cramped up on him. Yeah, he's in pain down there. You can just tell.
So hopefully Mason will be okay after a little spell on the bench. And second down from the 2-yard line. Second and goal from the 2. LP inside the Quickie Subs red zone. See if they can punch it in. Roman Oli's got 2 touchdowns on the night. And stretching out Mason's leg there.
Yep.
And the head official blows the whistle, and we're back in action. Second and goal from the 2. Boudreaux is still out in the shotgun. Oh boy, false start. Yep, it's going against LP. The official saying he saw movement, perhaps from the receiver. So it'll be second and goal from the 7 now. See if that changes the play call for the Cavaliers. Normally, I'd say you're in 4-down territory, which they are, but at the same time, you have a weapon like Seth Adams who could make it a 14-point game with a field goal here.
Yeah, I would imagine they would take the points if they don't get any more yards close. That's with Seth being able to be an almost automatic field goal.
Boudreaux going to keep it. Brendan puts his head down, gets back inside the 5, basically gets back to the 2-yard line where they were before the penalty. So to be third and goal, they're going to mark it at the 3. It's a gain of about 4 on the QB keeper by Brendan Boudreaux. Under 10 minutes to go in the third, 17-6 LP. The Cavaliers just outside the end zone looking for 6 more here. Romanoli in the backfield from Boudreaux. Brendan's going to keep it. And lunging for a touchdown.
He leaned over and he pushed the ball across the line, so body doesn't have to cross, but if the ball does, then that's a touchdown. So
heads up play by Brendan Boudreaux. As Mike mentioned, he stuck the football out. It broke the plane, and immediately 2 of the linesmen singled touchdown for the Cavaliers. And it's 23-6 now with the PAT pending. So Boudreaux's first touchdown of the night and the season.
Yeah.
23-6 with Seth Adams with the PAT. LP with a nice drive to open this half.
Yeah, you really couldn't do any better that starting at the 26-yard line. 74 yards.
PAT is good, of course. That is a Town & Country Services touchdown. Doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com. That extra point, by the way, is sponsored by Financial Plus Credit Union. They belong to you, and that's the plus at Financial Plus in Peru, Ottawa, Mendota, Morris, and Diamond. So the Cavaliers with their third touchdown of the night, all three on the ground. This one by Brendan Boudreau from 3 yards out. So 24-6 now, the Cavaliers with the lead over the Panthers. Cavaliers cheerleaders, I think, they're doing the tradition of 24 push-ups.
I don't know if they're down there doing that, but
they got a round of applause. They were doing something, that's for sure.
Good workout for them in this heat. Don't worry, I know that later on in the season they'll be bundled up
yeah.
at some point.
Well, and we're hoping to play, obviously, into November.
Sure, absolutely.
That's always a goal.
Football.
A lot of Cavalier players want to play into the second weekend. They've tasted playoff football the last 3 years, but obviously losing in the first round the last 3 seasons. And here is the kick by Adams. This one is a low line drive, will not be a touchback. Bounce at the 10, the 15. The returner is at the 20, the 25. Puts his head down, gets out to about the Panther 28-yard line. So Seth kicked that one on a line that time. And here we go with UT down now, 24-6. We'll see if they hit the panic button with 9:46 to go in the third.
That offense, or the passing offense of the Panthers. We'll see if that's turned up with the injured receiver on their side.
We'll see. Is Randall out there? I don't. Yeah, he's out there. Number 1. Yep.
Come.
He's been battling something all night, and he's been battling a stingy LP defense for sure.
Yep. Brevin Vogel's on him now. Up.
Kelly hands it off. Ball carried.
So I think.
Yeah.
Once again, he's been the workhorse to date.
Seneca was there near the tackle. Also Beavers for LP.
6-yard gain, it appears.
Stopped them at around the 35-yard line.
Yep. There's a timeout on the field.
Yeah, we haven't been able to get too many plays in a row without a stoppage.
Oh, yep. Someone LP player going down. Looks like number 21, Josh Seneca with the cramp.
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to see this for the rest of the night.
So Seneca is down at the 35-yard line. Appears to be cramping.
Yeah, we can just assume. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah. It sure looked like it. Coach Medina was the first one out there. Near the UT sideline of Seneca.
Thank
you. You want to give a shout out, Mike?
Yes, to Mr. Hartman with the much-needed Gatorade delivery here to the press box. The oven has been turned on to broil, so we're starting to melt a little bit here in the what do we say, the east side of the field or the west side of west side of the Soul Bowl here. So thank you for that delivery.
Josh Seneca up and get a nice applause from the Cavalier faithful. Get him some liquids on the sideline. Maybe sit out the rest of this drive for UT. Hopefully it's a short drive. They're looking at a 2nd and 4 right now at their own 34.
Hopefully we don't start cramping up here.
I know.
We're doing a lot of work up here.
We are. 2 days ago, a day or two ago, it may not have been out of the realm if we were up here when it was 115 heat index. 2nd down and 4 for UT. Kelly in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. He's going to pass. Has a guy wide open. Did he even catch it? He did.
Yeah, I guess he did. The official was on this side of the field, so saw him. The ball did not hit the turf, apparently, so pass completed to number 20, Gabriel Comasi.
Yeah, he got wide open. Fortunately for LP in one way, he had to go to the turf to catch it, so he couldn't advance the football. But he caught it all the way down to the Cavalier 42-yard line. Wow. So a breakdown in the LP coverage there. UT takes advantage of it.
Yeah, there was no defender anywhere near that ball. He kind of just floated up, and there's a delayed handoff brought down by Josh Bickford. No, maybe a loss, maybe right at the line of scrimmage, so good play by Bickford.
That was Manso again. Yeah, it was a delayed handoff.
Yeah.
Like a halfback draw almost. And Bickford was having none of it. Now looks like Andres Medina comes out cramping a little bit.
Brady Backus in the game for the Cavalier defense.
And it's going to be a battle here in the second half to stay healthy for each of these teams.
Oh, there's, somebody jumped, or
was LP in the neutral zone, or did he react to UT?
Yep.
Let's see.
Landon Keeley's jumped. I don't know if it was the offense that drew him across. Yep,
Yeah,
looks like they're bringing it 5 back, so
nice job.
Keeley's did it, his job. Offensive line moves, you go.
So it'll move UT back to their to the LP 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Panthers. Coming down about 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And 2 receivers to the left of Kelly. 1 to his right. 1 back in the backfield in Manso. Kelly, a straight drop pass.
Oh, he's got a...
Throws out in the flat, incomplete. I think he threw it before he wanted to.
He had Landon Keeley's was in almost immediately, so he had no time to get to the receiver. So nice play by the defense on that one. Now it's 3rd and 15 for the Panthers.
Parsons was the intended receiver for UT on the far sideline. That was a tough across-the-field throw by Kelly, and it goes incomplete. So 3rd and 15. You almost wonder if UT would try to get, some maybe half the yards here and go for it on 4th down.
Well, they're getting to the point where they're going to have to start really going on 3rd and long, 4th down, because being down this far.
3rd and 15 for UT. They hand it off.
Delayed handoff to Manso.
And he gets up to about the 43-yard line. One of the first. Bickford, number 42.
So not a long game.
Maybe
there,
3 yards.
3 or 4 yards.
Yeah. And I would think UT's going to go for it here, because it's probably, 1, they're down 24-6, and 2, I mean, you're in LP side of the field,
right,
and they don't have their starting quarterback out there. It's Christian Peterson now, number 3. So they're without their 3-year starting quarterback right now. Let's see if he's cramping up or injured. So their backup quarterback throwing. Incomplete. He overthrew the intended receiver, Grayson Anderson. So the Cavalier defense forces a turnover on downs.
Yeah, the quarterback had little time. Backus once again in the backfield forced the early throw by the backup quarterback, Peterson. No chance for the receiver to catch the ball, and even if it did, I don't even think it was a 1st down. So good play by the Cavs defense, and offense will take over.
So backup quarterback in for UT. Interesting development there on that big play for them. I do see a player with an arm and a sling. I didn't see that earlier in the night. Don't know if that's Kelly or not.
No, it's kind of hard to see on the opposite side of the field.
But their star receiver, Randall's been playing through an injury tonight. He's out there on defense. Of course, a lot of players playing through things tonight.
Yeah.
So they're taking a little extended break. Here's another chance, Mike, where LP can just churn some clock. Maybe do a nice...
Yeah, they had a 74-yard drive for the TD last time, so we'll see what they can do here, starting at their own 43. Kill some time on the clock and put a score in.
Boudreau hands off to Romanoli, breaks the first tackle, and hammered down at about the 45. Brady gets about 2 yards on that carry.
It's actually kind of good that the crowd has been taken out of the game, too, on the other side of the field. You really haven't heard much from the student section lately, and the home crowd is starting to thin out a little bit.
Yeah, they were in it at the beginning,
yes,
there's no doubt, and when they got down 10-6.
Yep.
But the Cavaliers came right back and, took that Panther crowd out of it. 2nd down and 8 coming up for LP, and the Cavaliers taking their sweet time here. Still a lot of football left. We're not quite halfway through the third quarter. Boudreau going to pass. He's got plenty of time.
No one open, I can see.
And he's going to run it, and he gets out of bounds near midfield.
Nope.
Is he okay?
He got
taken out low. Not a dirty hit by any means.
He was flexing his calf there. But, it was a legal hit.
At about the 49, just shy of midfield.
So 4-yard gain by Boudreau.
Clock stopped at 6:11 in the third.
3rd and a long 5, it looks like.
3rd down and a long 4, a short 5 for the Cavaliers. Really a must stop for UT here. They're down 24-6. They can't allow LP to get another first down, as LP will take a few more minutes off the clock. LP would love just to take the rest of this quarter. Boudreau almost slips.
A broken play again, or
he keeps it, and he almost lost his footing at the start. He was able to go forward and get a few yards. It'll set up a 4th and about 1.
So 4 yards on that carry. Yes, like I said, 4th and 1 inside the Panther territory. So we'll see what the Cavs do. I would assume that they'd go for it.
And Boudreau going to get a rest here, I think.
He's limping off a little bit.
They're going to send in their backup quarterback, Justice Bird, on a 4th and 1. Coach Medina taking a long time. They may have to call a timeout. We'll see.
Yep.
Again, no play clock to know how close they are to a delay game. But, Brendan Boudreau going to get a little bit of a rest. He seems to be okay.
I'm going to say
LP,
timeout LP. Just make sure you're 4th and 1.
Yeah.
You want to make sure they get the right call.
5:18 to go here in the third. We're going to keep it right here. It's 24-6. LP on top of the United Township Panthers. See if we can get Subway scoreboard updates, some other scores around.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if we can get that DeKalb Sycamore game. I don't know how we would do that. Just interesting to see two big rivals, local rivals, right next to each other, of course. I'm sure that's a big crowd in DeKalb.
Yeah, not sure what writer. Oh boy, this St. Bean Tuscola in a lightning delay.
Oh.
And Tuscola is up 19-12 at halftime, but they're in a lightning delay at Illinois Wesleyan.
Well, those are always tough because you got your 30 minutes once the lightning strike hits, and then if another one hits, then it's another 30 minutes. So those could be long nights.
Bureau Valley up in the fourth quarter, 20-7 over Erie Prophetstown. So the Storm look to be off to a 1-0 start if they can hang on for that win. So big play here for the Cavaliers, 4th down and 1 at the UT 48-yard line. Justice Bird in at quarterback, and he's going to pass.
Wow, you wouldn't expect that to see.
Rolling left. He's going to take off and run, and he stopped short.
Yep.
And UT is going to get the football at the LP 48-yard line.
Yeah, that's interesting that they have him pass on his first play of the game when on 4th and 1. So, interesting call by the offensive sideline here. So, Panthers will take over on downs in the Cavaliers' territory, like you said.
First and 10, UT at the LP 49-yard line. Cavaliers leading 24-6, but they've given UT a golden opportunity here. We'll see if Boudreau will be ready to go next possession.
Yeah, I think it was the right call to go for it on fourth down,
Right.
but just the interesting play call. Of course, they could have punted and, placed Panthers back, but now they're going to pass. Looks like
did LP use a late timeout? They had a late substitution.
Yep. I don't see any flags on the field. It looks like looks like an LP timeout, so that's their second one of the quarter.
And UT still has their backup quarterback in there, so there must be an injury to Matthew Kelly, their third-year starting quarterback. So the Cavaliers leading 24-6, but UT with a breath of life here by having a drive starting at the Cavalier 49-yard line. As LP, as Mike mentioned, used another timeout, and the scoreboard still has them with 2, but that was their second one.
Yeah,
right?
I think that was on LP. I don't think this is a timeout for
an official's timeout,
hydration or anything like that. I think this was
it's down
Cavaliers had there was some confusion on their defense, so I suppose you want to get the play right, but again, you're only leaving yourself with the one timeout with quite a bit of time left in the game.
So we're back in action here. Peterson, the new quarterback for UT. He was in their last possession. Did not start the game, obviously.
Yeah, and he's passing again,
yep.
so this must be his thing.
He's got an arm. He has a receiver caught. 15-10 touchdown. Wow. 49-yard touchdown pass. He got wide open, did Cohen Parsons. And what a throw by Peterson.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with that. That was a straight bullet to the receiver. And
like a slant over the middle.
Yeah, he was wide open. There was no safety in the center of the field.
49 yards, Parsons from Peterson. And UT will go for 2 here. It's 24-12.
Yeah, this game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Wow.
So LP went for it on a 4th and short, didn't get it, and UT makes them pay a one pass for 49 yards to Cohen Parsons. And they're going for 2. Peterson hands it off, and he gets in.
Yep.
They run it in with Manso.
Oh, there's a late penalty flag on the play.
Okay.
Face mask holding.
Hold.
I think that's a hold.
Yeah, the one official is marking a.
Yeah, he's saying.
So
hold.
they'll have to redo it.
That could be a 10-yard penalty.
The UT coach. What are they?
No, they're
going to pull it. Looks like they're going to give them the 2-point conversion. Well, we'll see. UT's going to their bench.
I mean, I guess they could do it on the kickoff. I'd kind of surprised.
Shouldn't be able to do that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The official was pretty adamant there was a hold on that, but somehow got talked out of it.
So it's 24-14 now. Cavaliers are still up by 2 possessions, but UT with a big stop on defense and quick score on offense gets their crowd. We talked about their crowd was out of it.
Yeah, they're kind of awakening.
So this was a 10-point game last year, and it's a 10-point game right now. LP on the right side of the score, but UT not going to go away. And we'll see if Boudreau is back out there for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's standing on the sideline here. He's not getting worked on by the trainer, so it would appear that he'd be going back in, but hard to say. He's got his helmet on.
As the backup Bird continues to warm up just in case. And whistles blow, and the Cavaliers will come out to return this kick. Roman Ole and Caleb Kennedy back for the Cavaliers. We wait the kickoff from the Panthers' Caden Marloff. (24-14). Still plenty of time left in this one. And it's a short kick.
Squib kick.
And it goes out of bounds. Yep. A UT player was
close.
Rushing down the sideline, and Kennedy ended up having a collision, a pair of 11s there. Josiah Mazzi. Yeah. But thankfully, it goes LP's way. And goes out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty on UT.
Cavaliers will have good field position. They start, what now, at the 35 or 40 here in high school?
I believe it is the 35. They'll do another break. Let the coaches have an opportunity to talk to their teams. 4:58 to go in the third. And LP leads 24-14. UT's already out on defense, ready to go. Cavaliers taking advantage of this break. Still talking it over with head coach Jose Medina, who is now again the offensive coordinator. It's almost, yeah, these almost are kind of like if you go to like a college or NFL game, like the TV timeouts where like UT right now, they're just kind of standing out there waiting for them to return off commercial here.
Yep.
We're keeping it right here. (24-14) is the LP lead. Let's see if the Cavaliers can respond with their own score. They did that in the first half after UT got on the board.
Yep, Boudreaux back in the backfield for the Cavaliers. Good blocking by the offense.
Hands off to Romanoli. Brady gets out to the 40. Going to be a gain of a solid 5 yards on first down.
So you really need that on first down to get 5 yards, make second down manageable and third down even more manageable. So good run by Brady.
We're now down to 4.5 minutes and ticking away here. It's a pretty long first half. Long first quarter, really.
Yep. Yes.
Timeouts and injuries. Cavaliers break the huddle at second down and 5. There'll be about 4 minutes to go in this third quarter when they snap the ball to Boudreaux. Brennan's rolling right, looking to pass, throwing, caught.
Oh, nice catch there on the sideline.
Towing the sideline was
Mikey Hartman.
Yep, Mikey Hartman.
Reception.
Inside UT territory at the 49, give him 11 yards on that catch. Really well-designed, quick pass play as Boudreaux rolled to his right, his throwing side, and Hartman got open right near the sideline, tiptoed the sideline, made sure to stay in bounds, at least to make the catch.
Yep.
And then momentum took him out of bounds, but LP gets a first down. First and 10, LP.
Good design play.
At the 49 of UT. Romanoli in the backfield again. High snap, Boudreaux gets it, hands it off to Romanoli. He swallowed up at about the 46 of United Township. So give him 3 on that carry.
Yeah, he's definitely been the workhorse tonight on this hot, steamy night. He's not had any issues so far, so kudos to him. Training staff's doing a great job down there, also working the cramps out on the players. I see head trainer Gina Martin with the roller out, just trying to get those muscles loosened.
She's got her work cut out for her tonight. Going to be about 3 minutes left in the quarter here as LP strolls.
Yeah, they're not really in any rush here.
Oh, no. Now they're going to. They got the delay game. Yep. They took too long. So the back judge threw the flag, delay a game. It'll be. Yeah,
I think he gives some sort of signal when you get to the 5-second mark. I believe. I believe that's how they do that.
Yeah, without the clock.
Yeah, I'm not.
LP didn't want to use their last time out right there.
No.
I'm sure there was instinct to do it, but realizing you only have one left and It's only a 2-possession game here. 2nd and 12 now for the Cavaliers. Boudreau hands it back off to Romanoli. 50, 45 down inside the 40. Slammed to the turf. He's near the first down. Going to be just shy of the first down. Got 9 yards on that carry. It'll be 3rd down and about 1.5, almost 2 yards.
Yeah, short 2 there, yep. I would imagine.
3rd down and short for LP coming up. Looking at 2 cracks at this one again. UT hoping they can do another defensive stop. Under 2.5 minutes to play in the 3rd. LP 24-14 over UT. And Boudreau hands it back off. Romanoli spinning away. First down and more.
Flag on the play.
Maybe a face mask? We'll see.
The way he got turned around, possibly or a hold. I don't know. It's
one of those two because, it's downfield.
Face mask, it appears.
Yeah, he did get spun around.
Yep. So I think it's probably going to be the 5-yard variety. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it's not the personal foul, but 5 yards will give the Cavaliers a first down, I believe, automatically.
Yep. So move the chains here.
So count the run and get the 5 yards. So down to the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cavs.
1st and 10 LP at the 27 of UT. Down under 2 minutes here in the 3rd. Boudreau rolling out right.
Going the opposite way.
Throws a little high.
I don't know if he caught that one. Yeah.
Nope. I say he's out of bounds. He got at least 1 foot in. Did Mikey Hartman. I wish we would have had an instant replay, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a tight one.
I know he got 1 foot in, but.
Well, that would make it a complete
I
pass.
thought he got 1 foot in.
I don't know. Yeah, it was.
Must not have. Bang play.
Yep.
The official right away said he was out of bounds, so didn't hesitate on the call. 2nd down and 10.
Same play as they had for Hartman a couple plays ago.
Yep, where he just kind of does a curl to the sideline. Boudreau looking at his wristband on his left hand again, and also looking at Coach Medina. See if LP goes back to the ground here at 2nd down and 10.
Yep, there's the countdown right there in the back, Judge.
Okay.
So.
And there's a flag. Oh, catch made. He's back in the game. That's good. Pangersick made the catch, Mike, and we saw him go out of the game earlier. But will it count? There was a flag flying.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it was definitely this referee on this side of the field's been calling the majority of the penalties here tonight.
LP's walking backwards.
False starts.
So take that catch off the board there.
Yeah, that was a very good play. Pangersick with the reception.
It's good to see Mason back in there. He's another just a hard, big runner.
Yep.
He'll make you pay, run you over if you give him the opportunity.
He's 5'8", but he's 210, so definitely got some muscle involved there.
Boudreau rolling left now, looking, throwing, out of the reach, just out of the reach of the intended receiver. That was Caleb Kennedy was the intended receiver.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a 4th down. This is going to be a punting situation, it looks like. It's not 4th down, I believe. Or is it still 3rd?
That's still 3rd, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So 3rd and 15.
1:42 to go. Clock stops with the incomplete pass, of course. As LP will go 4 receivers here. They'll spread it out on a 3rd and 15. And they'll run it with Romanoli. He's got some room. Turns it back inside. Brady at the 25. Still going. Gets it inside the 20. It'll be a 4th down, but short now for the Cavaliers, and they are definitely in Seth Adams' range. And I think I've already seen one of the coaches say, "Come on, Seth."
Yep,
Seth was about 40 yards down the field practicing his kicks.
So Romanoli with the 12-yard run.
And it'll set up a, let's see, it'll be...
Kicking from the 20-yard line, so 37-yard. Is that the 20?
The holder is at, he's about, the 27? So, yep, 37-yarder. Again, right down Broadway here. Snap is good. The hold is good. Oh, it must have got blocked. So, no good on the kick.
Yeah, what happened on that?
Just never got it away.
No.
So, LP comes up empty there. And it is 24-14 with 43 seconds to go. So, LP, second straight possession. They come up empty.
They did take a lot of time off the
clock.
They did,
yeah.
That's the benefit of that. So 30-some-odd yard gain or drive, but no points to show for it.
24-14. Let's see if the LP defense now can step up. They're definitely capable of getting the ball right back.
Yeah, see what the backup quarterback is still in. I would imagine so. He had that great touchdown pass on the first or on that last play for them. So I would imagine he's going to be back in the game.
24-14, the Cavs over the Panthers. 43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Try to gather up some more scores. I'm sure some games have went final or are getting to be a final. Seneca with a 27-21 win over Wilmington. Wilmington, a perennial playoff team, so the Irish look to be for real again.
Start for Seneca.
Princeton at last check up 25-0 over Monmouth Roseville, so their scoring slowed down a little bit.
Yep, false start it looks like on the offense here.
So that'll move UT back 5 yards. We'll take it. First and 15 on the 15 for UT. I've not seen much of Andres Medina since earlier on defense. He's out there. So hopefully he heard me. I think he's going to make a play here, Mike. That's what I'm getting at. He made some big plays early in the game on defense. And they hand it off, and he turns the corner, does the running back. Gets into the secondary out to about almost the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's close to a first down. So
that was number 6 for UT that time. Used a few different. Navarrete. Got 14. It'll be second down and 1. And they said he got tackled out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock with 36 ticks to go in the third. Ball spotted at the UT 29-yard line. Second down and 1. This is one of those kind of plays, Mike, where you would maybe air it out, because it's second and 1. You know you got a third down and short. So LP's got to watch for that. Nope, they go ahead and hand it off, and they get the first down.
Yep.
Straight up the gut. Seneca was in the area of the tackle.
Well, first and 10. Clock will stop here at the 33-yard line.
Probably time for one more play in this third quarter for UT. Under 20 seconds to go as they break the huddle. 24-14, LP. Getting to a point where they're just trying to hang on here. Peterson will pass. It's a screen. Catches it at the 30, 35, 40, 45.
Ooh, good
Near the
tackle
50.
there by Mikey Hartman.
Yeah, Hartman with a tackle. It was a first down.
Touchdown saving, perhaps. But, yeah, you could tell that the defensive line got in there real quick, so that screen was set up very well.
That's the final play of the third quarter. UT and LP both get a touchdown in that quarter. It's 24-14. UT, though, on the move. When we return, you're listening to LaSalle Peru Cavalier football on 103.9 WLPO.
Gergich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle's a proud supporter of high school sports. Dr. Gergovich utilizes the most advanced technology to provide effective care for men, women, and children of all ages. Whether you're getting down in a three-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on a dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic today to see all the ways having Dr. Gergovich on your team can help you be happier, healthier, and pain-free.
Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter back. We have 12 minutes to play. And the Cavaliers leading 24-14 against United Township. LP has scored in every quarter, but you just get that feeling UT just won't go away here. There's been a couple times tonight where the thought or the feeling was that LP was going to run away with it.
Right, and then UT would have a play or two and kind of get back into it.
Ottawa up 20-18 late in the third quarter, so that game against Plano continues to go back and forth. First and 10, UT at their own 47-yard line.
Screen pass out here, maybe. Nope.
Throw at the 45. He dropped it. He had it and then dropped it. A slant pass. Parsons with a catch, or the attempted catch, but he dropped it.
Yep, he caught that touchdown pass earlier in the game, and he was open.
Caleb Kennedy was out there. Second and 10 coming up for UT at their own 47-yard line. They go three receivers. Again, Randall, their top receiver, has been very quiet tonight. Corey Randall. Let's hope he stays that way for one more quarter.
Yep, no worries if we don't hear his name.
They're going to hand it off, and teaming up on that tackle for LP was Seneca.
Ricky Santiago.
Yeah, and Ricardo Santiago. Both on the stop. It'll be third down and about 6.
Yeah, I'd say a long 6.
They'll mark it at the Cavalier 49-yard line, just on the other side of the 50. A big orange UT painted at midfield here at the Soul Bowl. Third and 6. Big play here. Empty backfield. Peterson throwing. Oh,
good play by the defense.
Almost intercepted. That was Mikey Hartman, Mike.
Yep. He perfectly timed it and hit the receiver as soon as the ball got there, and it just popped in the air. So good play by Hartman, and we brings up fourth down.
Hartman was all over him and tipped it away. A good pass defense there. And it's a big play. Fourth down and 6 for UT at the Cavalier 49-yard line.
Well, this is a big play for the defense. This could go a long way to getting this game completed here for the Cavaliers. So,
fourth down play. Peterson, the quarterback, straight drop back pass. Throwing deep.
Oh, I think that's going to be over.
It's incomplete.
No.
He looked back and he got the call. A pass interference on LP. Parsons sold it. He looked back at the official, and two different officials threw the flag, so that's going to keep the drive alive for the Panthers. It was going to be overthrown, it looked like, and on the coverage for the Cavaliers, was that Hartman on the coverage, I think? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Number 3.
But, yeah, it's...
So it'll be a first down, I would think, for UT here. We'll sort things out. It was a fourth down throw by their quarterback, Peterson. who just threw it up for grabs, overthrew his receiver.
Yeah, he was not going to catch that
No.
ball. I mean, I don't know if he was getting held or not. I'd have to see the replay on that one, but.
So it'll keep the drive alive for UT. First down for the Panthers. At the LP 34-yard line. 11:03 to go in the ball game. UT with all 3 timeouts. LP thought they had a stop there, but penalty bails UT out. So let's see if the LP Cavalier defense can shake that one off.
Yeah, that's tough because it was 4th down, and it looks like the Cavs were going to take over on downs, but just that penalty.
UT breaks the huddle. There you go, 4 receivers here. 1 back in the backfield to the left of Peterson. And they are going to hand it off, and there's a big
play in the
Josh
backfield.
Seneca
Yep.
making his presence known. He got in the backfield and swallowed up the ball carrier.
Yep. Loss on the play of, 3 yards, 2 yards?
Yeah, back to the 37-yard line. Loss of 3, they'll say.
Okay.
So Josh Seneca makes a big impact there on defense as he got around the lineman and ate up the ball carrier. 2nd and 13, UT at the LP 37. Under 10.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left of Peterson. Peterson straight drop back, then run a screen. It's incomplete. He kind of panicked because he was under pressure too much and just flipped it out to his receiver, and Seneca had coverage.
Yeah, Mansa was the intended receiver, but he rushed that throw and just didn't connect.
So it's 3rd down and 13 for UT.
4 down territory,
yeah.
obviously, for United Township. See what the Cavs can do here to limit the number of yards.
Ball snapped. Peterson throwing left to Randall at the 40, 35. Breaks a couple tackles down inside the 30. So they finally got Randall involved on the wide receiver screen. And he gets down about the 29 of LP. So he got about 8 yards. So it'll be another 4th down play.
Yep, 4th and long 5.
Yep. Mark it down at the Cavalier 29-yard line. 4th and 5 for UT. We're under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Medina now out wide, one-on-one coverage with Randall. And Peterson looking that way. Throwing over the middle into traffic.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Beavers and Boudreau were there.
Yep.
He threw it in traffic, and it falls incomplete, and that time no flag. The Cavalier defense comes up big, and a turnover on downs with 9:31 to go in this game.
Yep, that's what you wanted to see. No penalties, and a good play by Beavers.
And again, LP put on some pressure. I think Peterson was feeling the pressure and the heat, and he rushed it again. That throw, again, they're playing with their backup quarterback. With something happened with their starting quarterback, Kelly. He's not been in at all in the second half. I think he might have started the second half, but it's been Peterson for quite a while.
Yeah, mainly Peterson.
We'll take a short break. 9:31 to go. LP with the lead, 24-34 against UT. Let's see if LP can close this game out with a drive on 103.9 WLPO. Jeremy Aikenback, after a couple runs by Romanoli, Boudreau scrambles and finds Noah Zebron for a first down catch inside UT territory, and I think we're going to have some penalty yardage tacked on. Maybe a horse collar on that tackle on Zebron, it appeared.
Yeah, it was definitely something up on the helmet, whether it be face mask or horse collar, like you said.
Romanoli with a couple runs while we were away, and then Boudreau just dumped a pass out. He had two receivers open, and Zebron made the catch. Noah got the first down and more, and it would just be a 5-yard tack on to the catch. It was going to be at the 37, so they'll move it down to the 32 of United Township. As LP trying to salt this one away, 24-14.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who he was actually throwing to. The receivers were so close together, but Noah with a good catch.
And hand off to Romanoli, who turns it inside. Brady smartly stays in bounds. And give him a couple yards on the carry. Brady well over 100 yards tonight. Definitely a candidate, Mike, for our player of the game. First State Bank player of the game.
Yeah, he's had a monster game, and he's stayed in pretty much the entire day. He has not come out.
He's returned some kicks as well tonight. Boudreau going to pass. Dumps it out incomplete at the feet of Caleb Kennedy.
Yeah, he definitely had to kind of rush that one because he was getting pressure by several defensive players.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 now for LP. Clock does stop at 7:08 to go. Boudreau limping a little bit after he was put down to the turf, and a couple nice Panther players helped him back up. That's one thing I've seen tonight, a lot of good sportsmanship on both sides. There haven't really been any chippy play at all.
Not really.
So that's nice to see. I mean, tempers could definitely flare when you get this kind of heat. I mean, nobody's really all that happy in this kind of heat. So
no pun intended there.
Yeah. And there's a pass out in the flat, caught. That looked like Pangrasek. A little dump-off pass by Boudreau. Pangrasek is he's down again. I think he might be cramping again.
Yeah, that was a short gain on the play there.
Down to the 26 of UT. We had an injury timeout. We'll keep it here. You're listening to 103.9 WLPO FM, 1220 AM. LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby, as we pass the 10 o'clock hour. 24-14 LP with the lead over United Township. 6:50 to go in this ball game. And LP's going to be looking at a 4th down and 3 coming up. Officials timeout with the injury. Again, LP back home next week against Metamora. Or home for the first time this year against Metamora. And UT will stay home against Chicago Noble Munchen.
Well, hopefully the weather will be a little bit cooler.
Yeah, I haven't looked ahead
we
next
won't
week.
have this kind of cramping issues.
Yeah. As again, we've passed. We're going to have a 3-hour football game tonight on opening night. Did not have a prelim game, just varsity only this evening.
Yeah, fresh off JV are going to be playing on Monday night here at United Township, so they're going to take the trip after school on Monday.
And UT, I think UT players are taking this opportunity to try to work out some cramps as well. Getting stretched out, trying to stay stretched out. And Mason's going to need a little help to the sideline for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, that left calf is just giving him trouble.
So I would assume his night is over with just 6:50 to go in the ball game.
Yeah,
So,
I think once you start getting cramps, it's real difficult. Obviously, in high school, we don't have the IVs like the colleges and the pros have getting fluids in. So I think his day might, like you said, might be over. The team has some pretzels down there with trying to get some salt in there, but
yeah.
I think they're going to need more than that.
(24-14) as the UT trainer hands Mason off to one of the LP coaches to help him the rest of the way to the sideline. It's a long way to get to the sideline when your leg's killing you, calf, thigh, whichever. And they're actually talking to him like, if you can do it.
Yeah, poor Gina's over there trying to. Now we got a couple players come
get
out
a couple
and help
guys,
out.
Probably just to carry him, really.
Yep, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's having a little fun with it.
Yes, he is.
Mason. A couple of his teammates carrying him out. They're having some fun with it. So we're back in action. Let's see if LP can bring this one home for their teammate, Mason Bangersick, who's been just
Justice
fighting.
Bird and Bradley Perez are having some fun carrying him out off the field.
Boudreaux towards the end zone. Touchdown!
Cordell Wheatley is wide open in the end zone.
26 yards on a 4th down pass play. Wheatley's had a couple big catches tonight. That one he just got loose behind the UT defense. 26 yards from Boudreaux. I think everybody was kind of put to sleep a little bit with the injury there.
Yep.
And LP takes advantage with you would think, a knockout blow. 30-14. That is another Town and Country Services LP touchdown, doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com.
Yep. Now the Superfans are getting into it a little bit, talking to the Superfans on the opposite side.
Oh, another flag.
Penalty. This official over on this side of the field has thrown a lot of flags tonight.
Another false start, perhaps. That'll move Seth back 5 yards.
Well,
or
no, I don't know. Offside by the defense.
He's looking towards the LP sideline. Yep.
I don't know. They'll probably just mark it off that half the distance, I guess.
And kick it again.
Seth may need that extra yard and a half.
Yeah, I don't think so. And going for 2 does you no good, really.
No,
might just take
here.
the point.
Yep.
Make it a 17-point lead. And the kick is up, and it is good. So LP adds the PAT, that extra point, sponsored by Financial Plus Credit Union. They belong to you, and that's the plus at Financial Plus in Peru, Ottawa, Mendota, Morris, and Diamond. Cavaliers 31, UT 14, with 6:44 to go in this ball game.
Well, hey, if UT scores again, that's possibly 2 years in a row, 31-21. So that would be an interesting little tidbit.
It would be, yeah. I highly doubt they're going to get an extra point, though. We'll see. Given their first attempt at the extra point kick.
Yes, that is true.
And being behind, they'd probably go for 2. So if you have the 1-and-1 on your squares, we'll see.
Yep.
I wouldn't hold your breath, but do they still do that? Some establishments do the squares back in the Illinois Valley?
I'm sure not. No.
Yeah, I'm sure not.
There's no gambling in the Illinois Valley.
31-14 is your score for the Cavaliers. Seth Adams looking for a touchback. He's gotten plenty of work tonight. Kicking, not punting. I think he's only punted once. I remember punting once, maybe twice.
I don't
know.
Once,
one time in the first half. Yeah. And Adams with the run up.
That one's going in the end zone.
Yep, got all of that one. And touchback it is. So 6:44 to go in this fourth quarter. LP up by 17 points, 31-14. And it was senior night for United Township. LP will have their senior night festivities next week.
Yeah, LP's got a good group of seniors. We'll introduce them and probably the Cavaliers, perhaps, and cheerleaders, band members. Seniors would probably be introduced also that night. So it'll be nice to see all the players and their parents out in the middle of the field at Howard Fellows.
And it looks like LP will be 1-0 going into next week's game. Peterson going to pass. Throwing towards the sideline. Intercepted!
Caleb Kennedy.
Yep, Caleb Kennedy with the interception inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he definitely knows how to catch the ball, he being one of the top receivers for the Cavaliers. He's had 39 yards receiving tonight, so we'll just add that to the list.
So Kennedy intercepts Peterson.
First turnover for the Cavs defense this tonight, I believe.
And this season's turnovers caused by the Cavaliers are proudly sponsored by Beck's.
Okay.
Keep your car turning over with fuel from Beck's in Peru or LaSalle. And if you're hungry, try a delicious Godfather's Pizza from Beck's in downtown LaSalle. Each team with a turnover tonight now.
So it's been a relatively clean game in that respect. Obviously, with turnovers, you'd expect on a first game to have more of those on a night, but they've both offensive done pretty well.
So LP will just try to run this one out. 6.5 minutes to go as more and more fans on the UT side head for the exits.
Yeah, I see Brevin Vogel in the backfield. Justice Bird is the quarterback. Yep. So get some of those starters some much-needed rest.
And there's a handoff to Vogel off the left end. And he turns it up, gets it out to about the 21-yard line. Give him 5 yards on that carry.
5 for number 5.
Brevin Vogel. Cavaliers will use every second they can here on the play clock.
Junior running back for the Cavaliers.
And a junior quarterback, so we're seeing a future right now with Bird and Vogel. Junior quarterback, junior running back.
Adrian Arzola's in there as a receiver. Caleb Kennedy is back out there after just making the interception.
And Bird's going to keep it. And
got wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, it looks like, by the defensive player who's... Yep, I thought he was going to stay down on the field, but no, he got up, so...
No gain there on the play for Bird. He just kind of ran right into the line of scrimmage. Two big UT defenders. 3rd and 6. But the most important thing right now is the clock is down, and there will be about 5 minutes left when this ball is snapped to Justice Bird.
See Seth Adams warming up over here, so it'd be interesting to see if they kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Maybe get a little practice after that failed attempt earlier. Timeout by the Cavaliers.
They didn't want to do that. Coach Medina took his hat off.
No.
Not happy.
No.
Not happy. He didn't want to have to use a timeout to stop the clock. That's LP's last timeout. Just over 5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
Well, you have a lot of, several backups out on the field.
Yeah.
They're not quite sure what they're doing, perhaps lining where to line up kind of thing during live game situations. So they probably don't want to make a mistake. So, safe thing in their eyes is to call timeout.
Princeton beating Monmouth Roseville 40-0. For Princeton, a workmanlike effort, if you will, with a 40-0 win. That game never in doubt as the Tigers jumped out to an early lead.
Yeah, they were ahead pretty much the whole game, as expected.
Yeah. See the Red Devils. They were in a tussle early on. Let's get an update. At last check, Orion pulled out a 20-14 win over Hall. So a tough loss for Coach Randy Tiemann and the Red Devils. A tough road opener at Orion. So a good showing, no doubt, by Hall. There's a pass. Bird, the backup quarterback, threw a pass to Joshua Bickford. whose main role is at linebacker on defense.
Yes, he's the starting middle linebacker. And bad news out on the front there. It looks like Whitey's is closed at 10 o'clock, so we will not be stopping there on the way home.
Yeah, this game went too long to get my Whitey's.
Local ice cream institution here in the Quad Cities.
Yeah.
So we'll have to just go ahead and buy the canister at Hy-Vee.
It's not the same, though, Mike.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. They're going to go ahead and try a field goal with Seth Adams. It's going to be about a 39-yarder. Just inside the 30 is Hartman, the holder. 39-yard field goal.
Good snap, good hold.
Plenty of distance. Good.
It is good.
So Adams has a 36-yarder and a 39-yarder tonight. What a weapon to have for LP. So perhaps Seth bookends this game. Mike, he had the first score.
Yes, he did. Yep.
Hopefully he has the last one.
Started out with the 3-0 lead for the Cavaliers. 4:52 left.
So the Cavaliers have done it all tonight. They've had running touchdowns. They've had one passing touchdown and 2 field goals.
Yeah, and unlike past seasons, the passing game has been pretty good so far tonight. So Coach Medina was correct when he mentioned that it wouldn't just be a running offense this year.
It's fun to see. Again, there's going to be games where the game plan has to change depending on the opponent. There may be, Metamora is going to watch this tape and may try to take away some of the passing. And always a goal of a defense is to make a team one-dimensional.
Sure.
And see if Seth can get another touchback. He booted one into the end zone last time. 34-14. 4:52 to go.
And I do have to say that it's a pretty good crowd for the Cavaliers. A lot of fans traveled to the Quad Cities, that hour and 20-minute drive. It's good to see a lot of Cavalier fans here.
And, obviously they probably lost some because the JV game, those parents, some of those parents probably didn't make the trip.
Right.
Or even, those players would have stuck around and watched the varsity. So,
it's
very good showing. And their team has treated them to a very good game and appears to be a W, as Seth Adams did kick another touchback. Plano, in a wild one with Ottawa, regains the lead up 26-20.
Wow.
In the fourth quarter in Plano. No such drama here. UT has threatened to make this one a one-score game a few times.
Yeah, they made it close twice on two occasions, but LP was able to get another score and put it out of reach.
UT with 4 receivers set. They're not going to go down without a fight here. Peterson back to pass, throws out in the flat. It's caught, immediately tackled. Kennedy there with the hit. Also there for the Cavs was Zach Pasavoski. And it'll be second down and about 5. If you're LP, you'll take that because he stayed in bounds. The clock continues to run. And it was only a 6-yard gain. Second down and 4th, 26 for UT.
Actually, I think that program is missing a K there, so Pasavasic.
All right, that would make
name.
sense.
So, so that's
more of a
missing.
LaSalle, Peru name.
Yep, Pasavasic. Yep.
There's a flag there.
Yeah,
Offsides.
it looked like offsides on the defense. The nose tackle jumped, which shouldn't really happen all too often. He's right over the ball, so we got to watch that going forward. So that'll put a first down and 10 for the Panthers. Another pass play.
And that one's incomplete. Kennedy on the coverage again for LP on Parsons. And those two have
they battled it out
all
for sure.
night.
Yeah, Parsons had that nice long touchdown.
I would say Kennedy is probably the shutdown corner for LP. He was a nice cornerback last year and would a lot of times be put on one of the top receivers of the other team. I know Caleb Burrell was a standout defensive back for LP. Peterson going to pass again. He's going to go deep. Looking for Randall. He's got him.
Yeah, it looks like it was.
Catches it down at the LP 45-yard line, and Randall, who's been banged up all night long, is slow to get up on the UT sideline. Tackled at the Cavalier 43-yard line. So again, UT is not going to go away quickly.
Yeah, 27-yard reception. Got kind of turned around over there, but he's a experienced, good receiver, so he was able to make the adjustment.
1st and 10 Panthers at the Cavaliers 43-yard line. UT now without their starting quarterback and now without their top receiver. Peterson straight drop back, throwing over the middle, throwing deep, and
I think it's intercepted
by Kennedy again.
Yep.
Second interception for Caleb Kennedy.
Yep, fourth quarter has been good for Caleb Kennedy for sure.
And that is again a turnover proudly sponsored by Beck's. Keep your car turning over with fuel from Beck's in Peru or LaSalle. And if you're hungry, try delicious Godfather's Pizza from Beck's in downtown LaSalle. So Caleb Kennedy putting on a show here in the fourth quarter with 2 interceptions.
Yeah, you don't get to see that very often in high school football, to have 2 interceptions in a game, let alone in a quarter.
And now let's see if LP can just run this one out.
Yeah, the receiver for United Township was not happy when that when Caleb came up with the ball.
UT has 3 timeouts, but one would think they won't use any of them, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a 20-point game. And Bird hands it off. Breaking 1 tackle, getting brought down late. That was number 7 for LP, Walter Hagee.
Hagee with the carry. First carry of the year for Walter. 2 yards, it looks like. It's good to see some of the other players getting into this game.
Yeah, it's nice. A lot of the starters have had pretty much the fourth quarter to catch their breath. And LP hopefully will have a clean bill of health as Metamora will come to town next week.
Yeah, who are they? You know who they're playing tonight?
I know last year was the infamous game where they played Peoria High.
Oh, yeah, that they got.
But I know Peoria High is playing somebody else.
Yeah, I think Peoria High's got a pretty good game.
Yeah.
They're playing a big opponent. I remember seeing
maybe
that.
Like Rochester or somebody like that.
I believe that might be correct because Peoria got new turf on their field.
Let's see.
I believe it is Rochester, which is obviously a powerhouse the Cavaliers saw a couple years ago in the playoffs.
Second and 17, or actually no, they haven't updated. 3rd down and 2 for the Cavaliers. 3rd and 2 at the 17. There's a handoff to Hagee. He's got the first down, and he's still going out past the 20-yard line. So a tough, hard run by Walter Hagee. Let's see, Metamora, the Redbirds.
Good hard run by Walter for sure.
Oh, that's a good game. Metamora's got Sterling tonight.
Oh, okay.
At Metamora. Let's see if we can maybe track down something there. Boy, Sterling not hiding from anybody. They added Princeton as well on their schedule, non-conference wise.
Well, that'll definitely be a good test for Princeton. Yeah. Obviously, Sterling's a bigger program than that
Bird,
for sure.
They wanted him to stay in bounds. He didn't, but had a nice gain. UT going to call a timeout?
Yep.
Yep. The clock was already going to stop.
Yeah, it's interesting that they would call a timeout on a ball out of bounds.
2 minutes left. It's almost, I guess, the 2-minute warning in a way. Coming up on 10:30. It's been a long one. Here at the Soul Bowl. Again, Mendota got beat tonight. Amboy in 8-man football, 46-0 over Unity Christian. Let's see, Rockridge and Newman. Wow, that's a good old-fashioned defensive struggle. After 3 quarters, it was Rockridge 7-6 over Sterling Newman. See if Bureau Valley finished up. They did win, 26-7. Over Erie Prophetstown.
Okay.
I know St. Bede again was in a lightning delay. And they're back underway.
Okay.
And it's 25-20 Tuscola late in the 3rd quarter. So that game could come down to the wire. Who's going to get home first, St. Bede or LP? Now St. Bede's got a little shorter.
Yeah, they're
Not
coming
much,
from Illinois
but a
Wesleyan, a little over an hour.
But they got a full quarter still to go, so I would hope we would get home before the St. Bede Bruin faithful. But it's a long night regardless. Princeton, of course, a long trip back from Monmouth, but it's always easier to have that long trip when you come away with a win.
Yes.
And
that's
like
another first down run by Hagee once again.
Yep. Now we'll temporarily stop the clock as they'll move the chains. And hopefully that'll be the last time the clock stops before the end of the game here.
Hagee with some good runs here.
(34-14). Cavaliers again have scored in every quarter tonight. And is that a keeper from Bird there?
Yep, didn't look like he got too much there.
Maybe 1, yeah, to the 35. Maybe 2 more plays before this one is over. Going to be a lot cooler tomorrow, a high around 80.
I had heard in the 70s.
70s, yeah. Handoff back to Hagee, who gets it out past the 40. And we'll see if they even run another play or not. I'm sure the referees would say if you want to let it go, you can let it go.
Yeah, they're not going to call it delay game here, I would imagine.
Teams haven't started lining up yet at midfield. 20 seconds, and LP hasn't broke the huddle. So they're going to do one more play, but you're right, they would have not. They wouldn't have got him for a delay of game if they just wanted to let it go, and they still may. We're down to 5 seconds and they're going to run a play. Just hope nobody gets hurt here. Hagee runs it. That's it. So the Cavaliers win the season opener, 34-14 over United Township. The Panthers threatened a couple times to get this one back close in the second half, but each time the Cavaliers' offense came back with the score and defense made the plays when they needed to. 34-14 the final. We'll come back and wrap this one up on your home for LP Cavalier football, 103.9 WLPO. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter back here, and the Cavaliers win 34-14. Here is the scoring summary for the Cavaliers. Seth Adams got them going at 8:05 with a 36-yard field goal. Then Romanoli with a 51-yard touchdown run. Adams added the PAT. Cavaliers led 10-0 after the first. UT then got on the board. Their quarterback Kelly with a 14-yard run. They missed the PAT. Romanoli at 5:05 of the second quarter, 5-yard run. Adams added the PAT. The Cavaliers led at the break 17-6. First score of the third quarter, Brendan Boudreau from 3 yards out at 9:48. The kick was good. And then UT came back with a 49-yard pass play. Peterson's to Parson. They ran the 2-point conversion in halfway through the third. And that was the scoring for the third quarter, as it was 24-14. The game's still very much in doubt heading into the fourth quarter, but it was all LP in the fourth. A big-time touchdown catch from Wheatley. Cordell Wheatley, 26 yards from Boudreau. Adams added the PAT at 6:44. And then it was Adams putting the icing on the cake, 39-yard field goal at 4:52 in the game. 34-14 the final score. UT with 2 turnovers, both interceptions at the hands of Caleb Kennedy. LP turned the ball over once, interception in the end zone thrown by Brendan Boudreau. So that's the scoring and turnover summary. And Mike, do you got some final numbers?
Yeah, we do. Actually, the Cavaliers did a fine job running the ball. I had it over 300 yards rushing total for the Cavaliers. Of course, Brady Romanoli led the way with 163 yards. Brendan Boudreau from the quarterback position had over 100 yards rushing. And then it kind of goes to many different players. Brendan Vogel had some good running. Justice Bird had some good running. We had some late runs by Walter Hagee. So the Cavalier running game got involved heavily throughout the night, but over 300 yards rushing. As far as passing goes, Brendan Boudreau was 9 for 21 for 128 yards with 1 interception and that 1 touchdown. Like you said, to Cordell Wheatley, that was a great play. Cordell was pretty open, and he got the pass from Brendan Boudreau and was able to go into the end zone. So good play by Cordell. It was split up very well with all sorts of passing. Kennedy had 39 yards receiving. Zebron had 54 yards receiving. So Brendan Boudreau was able to spread it out to a lot of players tonight, which is really great to see. Of course, the Cavaliers had those 8 penalties, so we're going to have to clean that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Only the 1 turnover. So, and then the defense had the 1 turnover that they got too. So actually 2 turnovers, the 2 interceptions by Kennedy. So great job on the defense for the Cavs.
Let's go and do the Bill Walsh Drive of the Game. Tonight's Drive of the Game brought to you by Bill Walsh Automotive Group. Find your next ride without doing any driving at all at BillWalsh.com. Obviously, you have a few, you could look at longer drives, Mike, or just, what drives were the most important, you think, for LP in this one. They had a couple drives that came right after UT got a score.
Right.
I know tonight.
Yeah, they had that 70-yard drive early in the second quarter that resulted in a touchdown. Then they also had that drive starting the second half for 74 yards with a touchdown.
With the Boudreau touchdown.
The Boudreau touchdown. So I think that probably be what starting off in the third quarter with that. That was a great way to get on the board early in the second half and just try to kind of put this game away.
Yeah, that put them up 24-6. And
yep.
While UT did not go away, LP did keep them at bay.
Yep.
The rest of the game and just out of reach. So that is our drive of the game. The LP Player of the Game is brought to you by First State Bank. Locally owned, committed to exceptional service and banking products like Zelle and on-the-go mobile banking. To learn more, contact the winning team at First State Bank. Obviously, we have quite a few candidates for this one, but it's hard not to go with the running back, Brady Romanoli.
Yeah, he was the workhorse. You saw players throughout the night dropping because of cramping and no fault of theirs own. I'm sure they did everything they could to prevent that, but Brady Romanoli was the workhorse. I didn't get the number of carries he had, but 163 yards. He just would not go down in many instances. So obviously Kennedy with we had the 2 interceptions, and he had receiving yards there, and Boudreau had a good game rushing the ball and passing the ball. But I think you can't take it away from Romanoli tonight.
So congratulations to Brady. I'm sure we'll have more times this year where Brennan Boudreaux and some of these other players, Caleb Kennedy, will for sure win our player of the game. 34-14 LP over UT. Want to thank all our sponsors of Cavalier football. GAF, LaSalle Body and Fender, Town and Country, James Hardy, Hometown National Bank, Quickie Subs, Eureka Savings Bank, Family Pride Cleaners, Financial Plus Credit Union, Subway, Beck's Oil, The Locker Room, Gergovich Family Chiropractic, Bill Walsh, and First State Bank. We urge you to do business with all our fine sponsors of LP Cavalier football. They'll be with us all season long. Want to thank Mike Sabatini on the video on the Star Rock Media YouTube channel. Want to thank John Spencer and Michael McKenna back at the WLPO studios engineering this one. And I want to thank you, Mike Porter, my partner. And we'll head on back west on I-80 and talk about this one some more and get ready for senior night, week 2 next week against Metamora again. You know, it's one of those, the last 2 years, we talk about statement wins when you're a program like LP. You know, that the COVID year, they got wins over Morris and Caneland. And Metamora is another program where people will take notice if you beat Metamora.
Yep, Metamora has always been a big football power in central Illinois. And the Cavs have been very close the last 2 years.
Yep.
And I just know some of these players are aching to take care of the Redbirds next week. So. And I do have to correct you. We're going to head east on
yes.
because if we keep going west, we're going to visit my son at the University of Iowa.
Yes, we want to go east.
Tonight, I'd rather not do that since I got to work tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So, so we'll be back at Howard Fellows next week, next 3 weeks.
I'm glad I have you with me, Mike, or else I probably would have started driving west.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. So thank you, Jeremy. It was a good night.
All right, thank you for listening. As always, LP with a winner. 34-14 over United Township. We'll talk to you next Friday from Howard Fellows Stadium.
Good night.